Devil's advocate. Hear the other side. Voices unheard, I won't let them hide. Brotherhood strong, yeah, we speak our truth. Real talk, only no filter, no proof. Average man with a weight on his chest. Say what we feel, put it all to the test. Work, pressure, silence we hold. Stories get buried, never get told. Talking it out, yeah, we open the door. Men go through things they can't ignore. Not just pain we feel, we rise. Sharpen the mind, cut through the lies. Devil's advocate. Yeah, to the other side. Sisters and brothers all unified. Different views, but we keep it real. Say what we think, say what we feel. Yeah, to the other side. Sisters and brothers all unified. Different views, but we keep it real. Say what we think, say what we feel. If you've been there, then you already know. Channel it live. Now the real talks flow.
Step in the room, yeah, I question it all. Not here to preach, just answer the call.
Devil's advocate, hear the other side. Voices unheard, I won't let them hide. Brotherhood strong. Yeah, we speak our truth. Real talk only. No filter, no proof.
What's up, guys? What is up? I hope everyone's doing well. Hope your week has been well. Welcome to the Saturday live stream. Let's just get started. All right, I got a couple of videos today, so let's get started. And I got one long video. I'll probably scrub through it. We'll see how it goes. If it's interesting, if it's worth discussing, if there's good things to talk about it on it. So yeah, we'll see. All right. All right, let's get started. Let's check out this video.
Just an FYI, don't try to date in Philadelphia. Not that there is a dating scene to begin with, but don't bother. I mean, there's New York, maybe New Jersey, maybe, but Philadelphia, out of the fuck.
This is a thing where Philly native, right? A Philly guy. New York is terrible. I think here's the thing. I think dating overall, right? Any dating scene you talk about, it is shit. I think dating all over the West, in my honest opinion, right? We'll probably talk about it. I think any country that has been touched, but I think any country that has been touched by feminism is honestly has a heavily touched by feminism. It will have a shitty dating market. will have a low birth rate, a high divorce rate, a low marriage rate. I think any country, any nation that has been heavily touched by feminism will have a terrible dating scene. So it don't matter about Philly. Philly is no different than New York. Philly is no different than New Jersey. All these cities, all these states, all these countries. If feminism has touched your country, your dating scene is jack shit.
Please talk about how birthed out Philly truly is. I can't do the dating down here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I get played with one more time, like, somebody's gonna have to
Played with one more time. This is the thing I said this, right? These women are trauma filled. All these women are just trauma filled. And then this is the thing where all these women are trauma filled. Do you think that the next woman or the next man she gets with is gonna be a good man? Not really. I think trauma filled women will just attract toxic men. I think trauma filled women will just attract toxic men.
Philly niggas will tell you that they going to their cousin house and make you pay for their Uber to go to another bitch house. And then we can think you got a good joint. It's never a good joint. Then these niggas got like some type of disrespectful culture going on. I'm cool. Talk to me.
Does she have a sore? A lip sore? And then, you know, like this woman is constantly saying the N-word, right? Constantly saying the N-word. This is the thing where we will be talking about this tonight, okay? These women are the reason why dating is hard. One, they don't attract or they're not attracted to good men, morally sound men, men with good character, men with good values, good principles. No, they're not attracted to those men. They're attracted to toxic men, terrible men, the Chads, the Tyrones, the players, the bad boys. They're attracted to those men. They get played by these men, and then they complain about all men because of the men that they choose. This is why dating is hard, because of women. Women make it hard. They're attracted to terrible men. So now they don't want good men. And they only go after the bad men. Okay. So one, it's hard for definitely good men. Two, it's hard for them because they don't want good men. They want the men that they want. They want the men that they want to change into good men.
Be nice, bitch. The fuck? A Philly nigga will cheat on you and tell you to mind your business.
After doing a lot of dating videos on this channel and covering different cities, one thing has become impossible to ignore. Dating is hard. Period. Not just in Philadelphia, not just...
This is, like I said, I wanted to say this before. I mean, like I will constantly say this. Dating is 100% hard for men. It is hellish for men. The flip side, it is hard for women because women make it hard. In all honesty, it wouldn't be that hard for women at all. It wouldn't. Women just make it hard. That is it. Because it's not that, women have high standards necessarily, okay? It's that women have unrealistic standards. Standards that really don't make sense for them. Standards that don't really match them. And usually their standards will attract terrible men. So women just make it hard for themselves.
In New York, Dallas, Miami, or anywhere else people love to argue about online. The city changes, the accents change, the slang changes, but the frustration stays the same. So yes, today we're talking about Philly because the stories coming out of here are loud, specific, and relatable. But this video isn't about blaming one city for everyone's dating trauma. It's about understanding the culture we're all dating inside of right now.
And it's not about the city. It's about you. Take accountability. It is 100% about you. Okay? Have you made dating hard? Are you the reason why dating is hard? It is you. Okay? That's taking accountability, particularly for women, right? Women is the one to make dating hard for them. Don't blame it on your city. Blame it on yourself. Don't blame the men. Blame it on yourself.
Now, because that culture is what's actually making things feel so exhausting.
I did recently join Hinge in Philadelphia, and it's not going great. I'm not very good at it. One of my very first matches was a rose, and I said, hey, you sent me a rose. You must really like me. And she said, honestly, that was a mistake, and I was praying that you didn't see it. Another.
This man has a nose ring. I was like, it's I'm assuming Democratic viewpoint. It's just these young guys with the nose rings. Just I don't know. Me personally, I don't like nose rings. I don't care, man or woman. So I think nose rings are weird.
One, I recently picked up a girl for a date, and the first thing I told her as soon as she got in my car was, ignore all those chewed up fingernails on the floorboards. Those were in here when I bought the car.
Yeah, that's not funny at all. That's not funny at all. How is that even attractive?
Modern day Shakespeare, which is funny because I wrote one of my matches a poem, and she probably didn't like it because she unmatched with me within 15 minutes. So
2 separate times in the last week, I've encountered men that I've seen on like Hinge in Philly for the last like.
Calling you to Monday Shakespeare is absolutely stupid because you're most likely not. You are most likely not a Shakespeare, right? Now you may be a supposedly aspiring artist, poet, whatever, but you're ridiculous.
I don't know, 7 years that I've been on and off Hinge about 700 million times in the wild. And I like.
And you know what? You know, nose ring aside, because I don't really think that necessarily determines being a man or not. But my thing is that the overemphasis on trying to be sensitive is honestly, I don't know. I think it's such a bad view on men today. Okay. I mean, like, talk about your personality. That's cool, right? I mean, that's not a problem. Like sharing your personality. I just think, awkward jokes and just calling yourself modern Shakespeare, sending women poems. It's like, I don't know. I mean, are women all that clamoring for hypersensitive men like that? I don't know. I don't think so.
Fully recognize them and like know way too many basic facts about them, even though we've never matched probably or even spoken. Like yesterday I was meeting my friend for drinks and this guy biked by me and like I clearly saw him and I think we saw each other and I was like, oh yeah, that's Jack. But I was like, I don't think Jack and I have ever spoken. I don't know. Why do I know Jack? The fact of the matter is I don't know Jack, but this also happened. My friend and I were on a walk the other day and she was like, Missy, look, it's Alex, 5'11". And I was like, oh yeah, Fairmount? Like, why do I know this man's height and where he lives, but I don't know him whatsoever? Like these men that I don't know have become these like sim characters in my life. And then I was wondering, like, am I somebody's Sims character? Are they like, oh yeah, I've seen her a million times over the last 7 years, Missy, 31. Somebody tell me why yesterday I honestly had to like fight the urge to not be like, hey, Jack. He would have been like, who the fuck are you?
I'm not ashamed to admit.
Seriously? Does that not speak of mental instability? You are giving these strangers names and personas and whatnot. Does that not scream mental instability? And this is what's out in the dating market, right? These women that are so disconnected from reality that they have to create their own reality. This is a thing where, I mean, controversial. I mean, you probably don't know, but like I recently got a girlfriend. Crazy, isn't it? So this is a thing where, to be honest, I always think that I wish my brothers would either completely let go of the whole dating scene, because that's a weight off of your shoulders, right? That's a weight off of your mind, or hopefully you find someone that fits you, that follows your plan, that follows your path or whatever, so you can get out of the dating scene. Because honestly, women in this is just absolutely toxic. They are absolutely nut jobs, really.
It's hell in there. It's horror. You have to be a certain type of person to survive.
So I just got stood up.
I think that's a fake accent. I think that was an AI voice. I'm pretty sure that we have AI voices on TikTok to use. I'm pretty sure that might be one of them. Just absolutely stupid.
On a date. I'm not surprised. I already had a feeling that was going to happen because it's just been a waste of time in Philly trying to get to know men, trying to go on dates, giving out your number. It's just like, y'all be like, oh, y'all don't give people chances, y'all da da da. You give people chances, they waste your time. I think like now it's just an ego boost to certain men to see like, oh, let me see if I can get
The certain men that you're attracted to, right? The certain men you want, they're ego boosters, right? The men that you want, it's an ego boost. Because honestly, you're probably a dime a dozen to those men. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this woman is not anything special, but I'm pretty sure in her mind she is. So women like that, right? Women that think that in their mind they're special, right? In the mind that they're tens, most likely go for the type of men that going after you is an ego boost, right? Because honestly, you're just a game.
this beautiful woman. Let me see if I can bag her.
The beautiful woman.
And that be it. That's it for y'all. Like, that's enough. You text like a couple days and then that be it. Like, I don't know.
Because you're one of many. In these men's eyes, you're one of many.
I'm sorry. Get me the fuck out of Philly, please, because these men here are trash.
Dating in Philly.
This is like if the men in Philly are trash, guess what? The women that are attracted to said trash, not any better. Okay? Because the man that she went on a date with is trash. But guess what? You were attracted to the man enough to go on a date with him. What does that make you? I love women who honestly like call these men out of their names, or like call them they're trash, they're deadbeats, they're da 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 da. Yet, aren't you the one that wanted him? Aren't you the one that went on a date with him? Aren't you the one that gave him your body? What does that make you?
So can we talk about how everybody here is baby dad? Almost, just about, I would say 80-20, right? That 20% probably really like 10%, because the other 10% is probably, you know, play for the other side of the team on the DL, or just blatantly play for the other side of the team. So those 10%ers is the only pool that you really got. But can we talk about it? Can we really chat for real? So it just baffles me that y'all really don't want a quote unquote commitment, but y'all having kids by any and everybody, and then love talking about your baby mom like she's crazy. What did you do to make her crazy, bro? Can we take some accountability here? Like, she really wanted to be with you and you wasn't on that. Like, bro, now you gotta step up to the plate. You knew she was crazy before the baby, book, but you still wanted to mess with her. Can we talk about it? Good day.
Okay, if your guy, keep scrolling. If you are a single female.
What? Now, there's no direct statistics on it, right? I mean, they say about 200,000 households have children under the age of 18 living with them. I don't know if that's, I don't know how you correlate how many men, right? How many men have children in Philadelphia? But let's say, a ballpark answer, probably about 30%, right? Maybe, I would say, look, you know what? Even if we highball it like 50%, not the, what did she say, 80%, right? The high ass number that she gave, like pretty much all men in Philly have kids. No, that's ridiculous. But here again, this is why women make dating hard. The men they're attracted to. So it's the men that you want, men that you're attracted to. Those men have kids. So there's just, take accountability.
Now, living in the city of Philadelphia, I would like to talk about something. Is there no eligible men left for us? Just asking for a friend here. Because it seems to me, and I'm 27, that all that there is left is 25 and below. And not that that's a bad thing. I'm not against it. That's not a bad age gap, but I'm trying to find someone to order, and it seems as though all I can find are 24-year-olds. And I'm just wondering if it's me, or like, is everyone else experiencing this? I'm just curious, because I gave up Morgan's Pier. I gave up the post-college vibes that gave off, and went to Rouge the other night with my friend and met what I thought was well, he was like the most intelligent one I felt in the room at the time. And he was, but I asked him his age after we were talking, hitting it off, talking about a date. And then he said he was 24, but it was his birthday. So he was about 10 hours, 12 hours into being 24. He was 23 prior to that. So I'm just curious if anybody else is experiencing that same vibe, help a girl out here, because we're all just trying to find our husbands, and I'm just confused, is Philadelphia.
Why'd you not find your husband when you were in college? It's like, I'm always fascinated by this with women, where at the best time to find a man, right? Where you can find men that are around your same age, headed on the path that similar to yours, right? A degree worth path, right? Financially equal to you, right? Probably same mentality to yours. That should be the time you find a man, okay? Why do women think that after college, that's when you should find a man, right? While you're in the midst of a career or after the career. It's like women go for the worst time to actually find a man. I think that's idiotic. I think that's absolutely such a waste of time, because you could have found a man, right, to equal to your, all the qualities that you may want during college, and that we you're surrounded by the most abundance of men, right, in one particularly small area. So I think it's ridiculous. And here's the thing where it's like she says that there are no older men. Well, she went to talk to a younger man. Okay, it's like if she said that, oh, I've been dating so many older men and just it fails. Okay, I guess, but she's not even dating or talking to any older men. I guess no older men are interacting with her, so that's why she's saying that. Are there any? But it's like, maybe you're just not attractive, because to be honest, she has about a 4 of a face and maybe a 5 of a body. Okay, so yeah, maybe she's young, but I mean, not really that attractive.
Is everybody that is eligible now taken? Is there none left for us? Just inquire.
Somebody made a video on here about how you probably won't find the love of your life in Philadelphia. And then somebody tagged me in that video and said, except for Sierra. And that's not true. It's no exception. I am not the exception to the rule. I will tell y'all a million times. I will tell y'all every day. I imported my love. Tariff prices and all. I imported my love. For one, dating a Philly man, you have to be quick. You have to be quicker than that. Even the worstest one, even the least advanced one, will probably run circles and laps and light years around you. And he won't even be trying. We have to grow up fast in these parts. Secondly, we have our own language. It's like going to a foreign exchange program. You don't even know what he's talking about. Girlfriend, slap him in the face. He just told you he cheated on you. He said he was with the joint. Now he went to the joint. You don't even know. You don't even know about the nail placement. He's telling you he cheated on you with a joint with a turkey. You thinking it's not even Thanksgiving. No, she had a fat ass. Fight back. Please.
Dating in Philly.
Okay, she made that was idiotic.
So I don't know what it is, but I don't date Philadelphia men. The demographic of those whom I do not mess with my whole heart is South Philly men. Okay.
I mean, what's the point?
Okay, what a stupid TikTok. You don't date Philly men, but you said the demographic, or more like the area of men you don't mess with, the South Philly men. You don't date Philly men anyway, so whatever. Who cares? It's like
buying flowers, they're gonna die anyway. Send me a picture. I don't want one that you got on your page. What's up, big money?
She just has some big boobs, not a terrible face, but looks a little bit chubby face. It's okay.
I'm trying to get like you.
But it's like, it's kind of funny. Those men have your number, right? You gave those men your number, right? You gave those men your number. So I don't know what you're trying to say, right? Those are the men. I really want women to understand. It's not men. Men aren't the problem. It is you. Why is it you? Because it's the men that you choose. this is the thing with women, where at the end of the day, how dating works for women. Women have an option of, let's say, 100 different men. But why it's not men that are a problem, and it's you, because out of that 100 men, you choose one man. You choose one man. Okay? You're the one who's choosing, right? All that 100 men are choosing you. They want you. You chose the one man that you want. Okay? So at the end of the day, why it's your fault or you are the one to blame, not men, because you chose your poison. You picked your poison. That's how it is. Now, I would say different from men, right? Because women choose from the options that they have, which is quite infinite, while men choose from the options that they can get. Okay? One man he's trying to get, not that he has, he's trying to get 100 options. Okay? While trying to get that 100 options, he only has one that's an actual option. So is it his fault necessarily? Not totality. Maybe his fault is probably like, you know what? Maybe his money's not up or his looks aren't up. Those things, right? But to be honest, it's not 100% within his control, right? What his option will be, right? Not 100% within his control what his option will be. For women, it is, I would say, 90% in her control what her option, what her choice will be, right? For men, it's not 100% within his, within his ability for the choice he picks.
Dating in Philly. Here it's gonna connect. They going to have 2 phones. They going to have numerous females blowing up their phones.
So it sounds like you're dating street dudes. Sounds like you're dating players. Sounds like you're dating the Chads and Tyrones, right? Sounds like you're dating the Pookies. Who's to blame for that?
And they're going to be wearing some type of set. Some type of Alo set. Some type of Nike tech set. Some type of, we going to go to Lulu, but we ain't doing Lulu no more. Watch out. Good day.
Is dating in South Florida needs to be studied compared to dating in Philly and New Jersey. When I date in Miami, the men send me a car. If they can't come pick me up, they're sending a car. They're sending Uber Black. They're making sure you're safe. They're sending.
I always love when women compare. Oh, you know what? The men that I date were millionaires, right? The men I date were 6-figure men. The men I date, okay, where are they now? I always want to know, where are said men now, right? Where are the men that sent you Uber Black? Where are those men now? Why aren't you with those men? Why are you not in a relationship with those men? They're so amazing, right? Those men are so amazing. Where are they now? I'm always fascinated about women's dating history. It's like, all the men I've dated were over 6 feet. All the men I dated were 6 figures. Okay, where are those men now? You couldn't make it work with all these amazing men, right? You couldn't make it work. And so you want to continue on the path, on the, I don't know, the mindset that I want those men, yet you had those men, you couldn't make it work with those men. So do you not, think that maybe you don't qualify for those men? You can't keep those men? Maybe those men are not for you? It's like, oh my God, all the men that, I dated back in the day sent Uber Blacks. Okay. Where are they now? Why aren't you with them? I mean, like, you obviously these men met your standards or whatever, yet you're not with them.
Flowers the day before the date or the morning of the date. They're checking on you. They're calling in. They're seeing if you have any dietary preferences. If you like any certain foods, they're checking the list.
They're checking the list, yet you know what? I didn't want them, or I can't keep them. So that's not a flex. It's not a flex that you don't want these men or you can't keep these men. It's not a flex, right? To say that, oh, you know what? I had men that gave me, $1 million that, you know, sent me limo, sent me like Mercedes, whatever. Okay. Why aren't you with those men? Why are you back in the dating market? You gotta question these women, because to question these women, you'll figure out that, so one, you didn't want those men, yet they met your standards, which is shows how ridiculous you are. Or two, you couldn't keep these men. Both are red flags.
In Philly, New Jersey, the guy's like, "Oh, I'll meet you there." What? I'll meet you there. So, ew. Needless to say, I understand why my girls in Philly and Jersey are like, "This is rough," because it is rough.
What's your?
Yet again, you're still single in the dating market, right? And this is a thing where I believe it's quite different cities, right? Miami is like a very, you know, there's a lot of money going through, you know, Miami. I'll probably say Manhattan, New York would probably be close to it, but Philly is no Manhattan, New York, or no Miami.
Your luck on dating apps so far, dating in Philadelphia?
I'm not lucky. I ain't get lucky yet. Because I don't know.
Welcome to Philadelphia, right?
I'm not trying to trust everybody. I'm not trying to. You gotta watch out for who you talk to in Philly.
So how do you meet people in Philly? Is it in person? Is it on social media, Instagram?
In person and that Tammy app.
On the what now?
Tammy app.
What's that?
That's a lesbian day app.
Oh, I didn't.
So you're a lesbian. I mean,
I've never heard of that. Okay.
I hate when niggas be like my folks. Cause like in any situation, almost any situation where they use that term, my folks, it be sounding like it's a bitch. Cause if it was your homies,
you know, to be honest, like I've dated predominantly black women, you know, throughout my dating history. I hate it. The type of women that use the N-word constantly, they only qualify for the hood rats. The type of black women, right, that constantly use the N-word like it's so, you know, use the N-word like it's every other word, you know, just a normal word, are the type of women that honestly only attract hood dudes, only attract the thugs, only attract the street dudes.
would have just said your homies like you do any other time. Or your mom, your dad, your pop, like you get what I'm saying? You would have been specific. Who is my folks? What is that? My folks. Soon as I hear that, I be like, cause who is your folks? Like what that mean? Why do y'all use that? And it always sound like y'all talking about a bitch or something. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, I can see why you have a problem in dating. Your folks? I mean, like, absolutely. That's worth a complaint?
So is that the new thing? Like, I'm trying to pull up, I'm trying to see you. Because pull up where? To whose house? Because you're not pulling up to my house. One, I'm not even giving you my address. So, you're not pulling up at my job either. No. So we'll be pulling up at? Because they'll be pulling up at a mutual spot to go to dinner. Because I can pull up in a public place so we can sit and talk, chat, get to know each other. I can pull up at a coffee shop. I can pull up ice cream date. It don't gotta be nothing all expensive. Shit, we can get a water ice and person will sit there and talk to get to know each other. But to pull up at my house, and no. I don't know what the problem is. I just don't understand trying to get to know people these days. Like, how hard is it if I find you attractive and you find me attractive? Two, let's plan to get to know each other. We can talk on the phone for a little bit, but all that what you doing 5 times out the day, I'm doing the same thing I was doing 10 minutes ago when you asked me what I was doing. Like, ask me what am I doing tonight around 8 o'clock. I want to take you out. I want to get to know you. Like, come to Center City. Let's go do something. Something. Let's go down to Penn's Landing. Let's go talk. Or we can even go run. Let's go take a walk. Like, but to pull up at my house, yeah, where is y'all getting that from? In this day.
To be honest, it's like she's not saying anything crazy, right? She's not saying anything crazy. So what she's saying is kind of reasonable. But why is there a problem? Why is there a problem? At the end of the day, she said it. She said it herself. right? You find me attractive, I find you attractive, right? This is the problem where we have women with overinflated sense of attraction that dating statistics have clearly shown that most women find most men unattractive. Average women, which is, I would say this woman is an average, right? She's not bad looking, but average. Don't find average men attractive. That is the problem we have today, right? That's one of the biggest problems we have today, where average women do not find average men attractive. For her, she doesn't understand, right? She's not correlating. Why is she having a problem? She's having a problem because the men that she finds attractive, he's attractive enough to just get the hookup, right? To get the panties, right? He doesn't need to. He said, let's meet up at your place. He's like, no, okay, fine. On to the next. Because it's gonna happen to him. Okay? His success rate is maybe low, but it happens. So he doesn't care. He doesn't need to overextend himself for you, because honestly, you'll just be another, I don't know, notch on his post. That's it. A lot of these women don't realize that. Why I say, again, you are the problem, because at the end of the day, it's who you are attracted to. I'm not telling women to, I don't know, be attracted to people that they're not attracted to. I'm not. Go for it, right? Choose whoever you want. But again, you chose him. And that's the problem. You wanted him. Guess what? Guess what type of men you want? The type of men that wouldn't even go on a walking date with you. Right? That's not even interested in you, but just your body. Those are the type of men you are attracted to.
Age, if I really don't know you like that, why do you think I want you to know my address? Baby steps.
What people describe in Philly feels intense because the disrespect is so normalized. There's this recurring theme instead of connection.
Gay people in Philadelphia are so cliquey and mean. I just moved back to Philadelphia after not living here for 3 years, and I forgot how fucking mean.
I keep finding overly aggressive gym men. Like, it's just, it keeps popping off. And at some point, it's enough. Like, what do I give that gives aggressive gym women?
I typically...
She does look like, I don't know. She just gives off an annoyance vibe.
Do not date women in Philadelphia because majority of them come onto the dating market or come into the dating market unhealed, or they don't want to do the work to heal. Also, what I've noticed is a lot of women in this city come with they come with a lot of anger, resentment towards men, period, as a whole. And that is one of the major issues that I'm seeing, right? Because if you're coming into the dating market unhealed or don't want to heal, or you have this anger towards men already, right? You are going to make the dating phase extremely difficult and challenging. It's not going to be any peace, because every time I'm telling you something, as far as wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is the man's job, right? Because women love to say a man is supposed to protect and provide, right? But a lot of my providing and protection comes with authority. So if I'm sitting back saying, hey, I think you should stop hanging with your girlfriends, right? At 3 a.m, getting drunk, twerking in the middle of South Street, I think you should listen. Because it's something.
Brothers like this needs to get his money up and just travel. Passport, bro. I honestly believe, right? I honestly believe that brothers with a good head on their shoulders, right? Brothers with a good head on their shoulders. Travel the world. Okay. I'm sorry. Western women that has been heavily influenced by feminism, they're undateable. They are undateable. Only the simps and I don't know who else. The simps, I guess, and the players can deal with them, right? Only the simps and players can deal with them.
Thing that I see that you're not seeing as the head, as the leader, right? But I cannot sit back and exercise my spiritual gift or my spiritual masculinity if you are a woman that always wants to argue. You're always a woman that wants to backtalk.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, women in the West are not gonna be interested in him. The things he's saying, women in the West will not be interested in him.
You're always the type of woman that just has no respect for men. How am I supposed to deal with this? And it's not just me feeling this. It's for the handsome men in the city like myself, and it's for the ugly men who look like the Grinch. Both sides of the spectrum struggling with women right now in this city as we speak. But let me tell you the real reason why these women are acting like that, or you women are acting like that. Not all, like I said, but majority. It is because your parents failed you. Your father failed you, right? Because not having a strong masculine father in the household causes a lot of issues. You struggle with your confidence, right? You struggle with the need of trying to get validation, right? You struggle with the ability to read when a man really likes you or loves you for you, or if he wants to just get in your pants to have sex, right? You struggle with that. You do not have a man around to bring the man you do like around, right? Because if your father was around, when you found any type of man in the city that you wanted to date, you're supposed to take that man, bring him to your father and say, Dad, this is who I like. And your father is supposed to size him up and dissect him like a science experiment to say, Princess, no. Well, Dad, what is he's this, he's that, and it's not going to work. And when you eventually go against it, you know how women are, y'all live in delusion land. But when you see that it did not work, your respect for your father goes up. Because you're like, yo, my dad did tell me that. And now you are able to start to learn of how to read men. Having a strong masculine father, right? It teaches you that it's not okay to put your hands on a man, right? Because a lot of women in the city think it's okay to put their hands on a man, even when playing. You don't put your hands on a man, period. Unless you're about to sit back and rub his beard, rub his pipe, right? Give him a massage, feminine, sweet things. Not, oh, we just argued, I'm about to hit him upside his head. Who told you that was okay? Especially if you're a Christian woman or a Muslim woman. Okay, it's crickets. Because you know that it's not okay, but you're doing it because nobody taught you, right? Or you think it is okay. And I'm here to tell you that it's not okay. This is how your father failed you. When you think it's okay to hit me, wondering why we don't want to talk to you. Or wondering, see, I'm the nice guy. Because I'm going to tell you, hey, I do not align with this. I'm okay. These other guys that's cutthroat and slime, they're going to sit back and have sex with you and toss you to the side of the road because your father failed you. He did not equip you for battle. And dating is a battle. Now, here's how your mom failed you. Your mom is supposed to teach you how to sit back and love your husband, right? Which is your man. How to love your kids. How to teach you how to be quiet at the right time. Like, listen to your man. I'm telling you, I know you want to go back and forth. I'm telling you, you know, I've been here. You should listen to him.
Yo, big bars. What is up, my mom? What's up, my brother? What is up?
Your mom is going to teach you how to be sexy, right? How to be sexy and classy and luxurious without looking like a thought or like you belong on Pornhub. Right? So when a God-fearing man that has wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and he got that bag, when he see you, he like, oh, she different. I could put a ring on it. He not just going to play with you. Right? Your mom is going to teach you how to be a keeper of the house, how to clean. I don't even want to talk about how many houses I've went in Philly with women, and the house is just, it looked like a tornado hit it. It looked like a tornado hit it. You have back and be too touchy with your male friends. It's a lot of things she's going to teach you as you're getting older. That's a whole nother video. But this was requested because the woman, like I said, already asked me, why don't you talk to women in Philly? This is why. It's a lot of, okay? And
yesterday we were at the bar and I was talking to a few different guys for a little bit and then I just wasn't really interested.
I think the guy talked a lot of facts. I hope that he's the passport bro. I hope that he's traveling the world. That kind of mindset, you're not going to be attractive to Western women. You're not going to be attracted to women that has been touched by feminism.
And one of my friends was like, no, you only like foreign guys. But it made me realize what my problem is. Because I do only like foreign guys, but specifically, I really just like transplants to any area. Because if you live in Philly, you know that, I swear, most of the men like that you meet out or see in Philly, or they're just like clones of each other. And that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I'm interested in specifically. Like football Sundays, go to the shore and the
Yes, he was going in. He was going in on them.
Summers, Bird Gang, like you have to watch every single football game with me. And it's like, there's more to life than that. You know what I mean? It's not even just that. It's like a personality. Like there's like, they just make it a personality. The more friends I make and the more girls that I meet in this city, like it's all kind of the same thing. Everyone starts with these guys. Like you have a bad experience. Like when I first moved here, I dated 2 or 3 different locals and it was just the same thing over and over again. And again, that's fine. Like to each their own. Some people like that. It's just, I feel like you kind of get into this loop with the same personality type. And it's just, all the single girls I've talked to have said the same thing. Like dating in Philly is so tough. I just like don't want an ordinary life. I don't want that. And I never have. And I don't even know what that means. But I just don't want that. And I'm not willing to settle for anything less.
This is a thing where, fine, right? You want what you want. But I would say this, right? A lot of these women, they're not virgins in the sense that they've had plenty of men. Why are you still in the dating market? Right? You say that you don't want an ordinary life. You date foreign men, transplants. Okay, fine. But you've said you dated these men, right? Those are the men you're dating. Those are the men that you're interested in. Why has none of them worked? Why has none of them stand the test of time? These are questions you must always ask these women, because why? Because then you see their hypocrisies. You see their delusions. You see their insanities. You want these men. You date these men. You say these men fit whatever standards you have, yet you're still single. So what's the problem?
So I talk to people and just kind of like, this is not what I want. So many badass girls in Philly. So many badass, beautiful girls in Philly. Not so many men. More people I meet here, I'm just like, there is a lot of good opportunities here. There's a lot of like women.
So many badass women in Philly. Okay. Have you dated any of them? I always find this absolutely asinine. Women say there's so many beautiful women around. Okay. Have you dated any of them? What does it mean that they're beautiful? Right? I could be here saying that, oh my God, all the men in Philly or all the men around are so amazing men, right? They're the best men ever. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because I'm not dating any of them. I wouldn't date any of them. So are they all that amazing? Are they all that great? Like, are these women all that badass? Because you don't date any of them, right? You're not dating any of these women. So how amazing or badass these women are these women? Seems like they're not that badass. Seems like they're not that amazing.
Keep meeting and just the opportunities that kind of come out of it. It's like, cool, I'm slowly looking into other job opportunities. I got an invite to go to like this event for Figs next week, which is going to be really cool. It's like a bunch of big medical people in the area. So like there is so many opportunities in Philly, and it's just kind of like, what's next? Like what's next? No, I can't be the only one feeling this way, because every time I make a new friend, they say the exact same thing. But I don't know what the solution is, because I'm not ready to leave just yet. I don't think I'm a New Yorker. Like there's so much opportunity in New York, and I think it would be really cool, but I just don't think I want to live that lifestyle. I really don't. I love comfort. I'm lazy. I don't want to like have to struggle to get my groceries and stuff like that. And the winters. What do people do?
The Philly dating scene gets a bad rap. Here are my top 4 date spots in the city. Coming in at number 4 is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This place is a hidden gem in Rittenhouse. Candle lit, soft music, very intimate vibe. They have an 8-course tasting menu. I love the scallop. I love the duck, and the drinks are excellent. Number 3 on my list is Sampan. This place has been a staple in the city for a while.
Point. Seeing the same people on apps year after year, recognizing them in real life, knowing their height, their name.
I guess that's it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think that these women are honestly, they're the reason why dating sucks. I'm lazy. I definitely know that. Yes, I definitely. All right. What do you guys think? Big bars. How you been doing, my brother? How you doing? How's your week been, my brother? I hope it's been good. Captain Palsy, what is up, my brother? What is up? Thank you for being here, my brother. Guys, you're amazing. I love you guys. I love you. Thank you for just stopping by. Thank you for just stopping by. I know today is like, people are probably doing their thing, so it's not going to be, probably be a chill stream, quiet stream. Understandable. Women think women are beautiful. That is always insane, right? That is the insane thing. Women think that all women are beautiful, which is absolutely stupid, because at the end of the day, none of you would date them. none of you are dating these women. So you thinking that these women are beautiful is absolutely asinine. It really is to me. So I'm like, okay, great. It's really idiotic in my opinion. All right. I'm probably gonna have the rest of the stream, probably, right? We'll see how this video goes, right? We'll see how this video goes. This podcast with these three women. Hopefully they will talk about some things I could react to. Hopefully it might be interesting or not, right? Hopefully. If it's not, we'll move on to something else. It's more to life than beauty. I agree. I definitely agree. There's more to life than beauty, right? Whole 100%. Yeah. So hopefully they will talk about some interesting things. But we'll see. We will see. All right, let's check it out.
Journey. Okay. Through Sarah's dating history, because not only do I find it interesting, let me tell y'all how much I hate her content. And then I met her and I said, girl, I'm mad I like you. Yo, I did. I came up to her at tonight's conversation and was like, you really believe that you be saying?
Ball 304, exactly.
Yeah. And she kind of looked at me and was like, you believe what you be saying too? Because we're stark differences. And what I love too is that, like, as women with sometimes similar goals, surprisingly enough, sometimes we can all get to exactly what we want, which is happiness or the partner that we inevitably decide that we want.
But it is important to top the episode and letting people know that you did just get married.
You did just get married,
And
yes.
the context of what I was saying is apparently, and I want you guys to know a little bit about our guest, you didn't have until marriage. Wow. And here we are. Horrible decisions, aka decisions. No holes barred behind her head there.
Like, because I'm...
But let's be honest, right? Let's be honest, okay? I've seen a few of this woman's content before. I don't know if you guys have. Sometimes she has some viral videos online. She is top tier good looking, right? She's probably about an 8 or so, So I wouldn't be surprised that the man she attracts would wait until marriage, right? I wouldn't be surprised. She's not a baby mama, right? She's quite attractive. Financially, she's well off. She's doing well. With her podcast, with her whatever. Awesome, Captain Palsy. I'm glad that you're doing well. So she has some value to her. So I wouldn't be surprised that type of man that she would be dating would wait until marriage. Because this is the thing. A lot of times, for a lot of men, waiting until marriage with certain women are just not. There's no benefit. There's no payoff. There's no value in it.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's like probably the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not marrying somebody without knowing what they do. Yeah. And I have questions further because I need to know, like, if we'll get to.
I think that the only thing that would have scared me, I don't know, maybe I would.
What if it was like a thumb?
But no, I'm sure you've seen it.
It was not a thumb.
But okay, so you did get to see it first.
I feel like you could kind of see.
No, girl.
Oh, wait, you didn't see it?
You did?
Let me tell you why I asked that. I'm actually not meaning it in a way at all.
Right.
Just like being around each other, nudity, like you're...
No. Also, he's a huge man. Like,
that don't mean nothing, girl. I done had
3/4.
I done had big men.
Shoe, huge. Like, his whole hand he could literally palm from one side of my waist to the other.
I've had a 7-footer with a little
I still
one.
need to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't need to taste it. I just need to see it first.
Oh, I'm not gonna hold you. Or at least, like, y'all watching TV and you say, sorry for rubbing your queasy, but you got to get the field test or something.
So I actually had an issue with a man I dated that was celibate, and I totally respected it.
Oh,
he
you
was
did
celibate
respect him,
for
kind of.
No, but he was celibate for a movie that he was writing. He hadn't completed it yet, and he was like, "When I'm finished writing the script, like, I'm ready to have sex again." The one thing I actually didn't appreciate was that he wouldn't be naked around me, and so to me, I was totally fine with nothing penetrative, like nor oral, nothing. But I thought that because he couldn't be comfortable around me, that's what I thought. I thought it was a comfort thing. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I can't do it. I've got to see every part of you." That was something that in my head felt like it made sense. So that's why I'm curious that
I got a question.
What?
Where's he now? It's like, this is a thing where it's more the thing where I always think that women are kind of ridiculous with their I don't know, rules and viewpoints, because at the end of the day, has your views, right? Because I've said this before, dating for women is easy. It's mad easy. Has your standards produced anything, right? Has your standards, because to be honest, like I said, dating is easy for women. So have your standards produce any good results? Usually not.
I feel like, but because men are so much usually the ones that are like initiating the physical, the
Shit,
nakedness.
not me.
I'm just saying, but for
Yes,
most men,
for most,
right,
yeah.
more than women. And for me, I would be thinking if I'm
That ball 304 is like not me. Like it's just why this one is the married one, while the other two are still for the streets.
celibate, I wouldn't want to be around you naked if as a man, because it immediately those thoughts start to come up, and it's like that's what I want.
I guess I thought it was an uncomfortability he had. And the day that I realized it was intentional was we went to one of those like spa suites where they got the cold plunge and the sauna.
Oh no.
Right? So I'm thinking
You was gonna
when
see
he changed, he went and changed privately. And I was like, all right, that's too far for me.
That's too
Like,
far that
did
he
you
won't
ever
let you
see
see
him
his. It's crazy.
Like he could have just turned his body. I never saw him naked. And so basically when it ended up breaking off, I was like, this is not this. Everybody thought I was breaking up with him because we did not care.
You broke up with him because you didn't get to see his.
I felt that he had issues in his own body. I'm crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Turning away from me, not being able to me, nudity is just so expressive and normal.
Oh, I'm the opposite. You know I'm the opposite.
I mean, I go to nude beaches.
I feel like with women,
That's why these two are single 304s, and the other one is married.
I don't care. We all the same. But when it comes to like significant other, I'm not the friend that's like, oh my God, let me change in front of you when I have men friends. I will never change in front of you. I'm not the girl.
of course.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
That to
hold
me,
you.
I
I'm not
find
changing in front of my
inappropriate.
male friends.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't
with
get
women.
agreed.
It's different.
I mean, my
And
gay
even
male
with-
friends, yes.
I don't know. I don't
Not
know.
even the gay male friends.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably. I don't know. to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
Also, we're in show business, so there's also like if we're getting mic'd or like whatever. Like I think that there are parameters, I guess you could say, but I don't know. And nude beaches. I feel like nude beaches is mostly like old people.
No.
I'm
It-
here for it.
but-
Like
Kind of like us. We don't know. Apparently, he's not like us. He's kind of like us, though.
Right.
But growing up in Canada, were there different like ways in which you go about traditionally dating? Like, what was your house like growing up?
well, there aren't a lot of black people where I'm from. Because not only
Okay.
am I Canadian, I'm from Saskatchewan. Regina, Saskatchewan, actually.
Are you
Vagina?
Caribbean?
No.
Oh.
But I did Caribbean dance my whole life. Like so
okay.
we definitely have a community there. But I'm Native American and black.
Okay.
That's the question.
Okay.
So it was completely different. And what I realized when I go back and I have conversations with young black women or nieces or whoever, they're like, we don't date black men because the black men that they have the choices of, there aren't like American black people in Canada. There are usually Africans
yeah.
or they are the same mix up as us. So I feel like growing up or being in America is probably very similar to how like a mixed kid would feel. How do I identify? Do I identify with the black
The household?
Yes.
Okay.
Even now, like so and
Definitely, these two are for the streets.
my parents kind of ruined me a little bit, to be honest.
Oh, let's get into it. Trauma.
So it yes, but no, and no, but yes. What I mean by that is I've never seen my parents fight my whole life.
oh.
Never, not one time. And because I never saw my parents fight, I thought that when I fought getting into relationships, I was broken. Something was wrong with me.
Oh.
Because I never saw them fight, I never experienced repair. I didn't know what it meant to fix a problem or an issue in a relationship because from my perspective at that young age and that vantage point, you don't fight. If you fight, you're broken. There's something wrong with you.
I don't know about broken, but I actually agree. I would never fight in front of my kids. My parents barely fought in front of me. I barely saw it.
Yeah.
I think it's appropriate. Like kids don't need to be in. Have you seen those memes where it's like we all experience this, and it's like parents walking in like, "Come on, we're leaving your dad," and da da da, and they like tussle back and forth, and dad's like, "Go back to sleep." I'm like, "No, I didn't experience that."
No, I
tussle."
didn't
Oh, girl,
experience
my
that at
daddy
all.
went to jail for beating my mama. Then one of the boyfriends had to be gone, and she called my cousins over. They came over with pots and pans and was like, Nikki, you got to go. Like, we done chased my mama boyfriends out the house before. Crazy. Crazy times over here.
See, I
Yeah,
feel like that
like-
would almost shape that relationships are bad.
I mean, to me,
And you know what kind of woman she turns out to be.
I think that that's why we've talked about, like, I've never grown up seeing a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
I will say also, though, from the vantage point of view, you both not seeing confrontation and resolve also gave you a false perception of a healthy relationship that may not have been healthy.
Yeah.
And so you didn't have also the tools to see, okay, well, I got to see my parents work through something.
Literally.
It wasn't visible for you.
It wasn't until I was an adult where I was like, Mom, did you and Dad ever fight? And my mom was like, we fought all the time. We just waited for y'all to go to sleep. Like they never fought in front of us. They always fought behind closed doors. So I feel like now, if or when God sees fit to give us a child, I want to be in the middle. Now,
Okay.
I'm never going to cuss. I don't even believe in speaking to my man a certain way. There's certain things that's just not on the table for me. I'm not a yeller. I'm not going to cuss him out. I'm not going to call him out his name. That's not who I am. But if I'm really frustrated, my energy is really heavy. Like you could feel me.
I don't think there's no middle. You should not be fighting in front of your kids. 100%. This is a thing where they're basically saying, oh, okay, they never learn how to resolve conflict. That is on your own thing. Okay. In my honest opinions, your parents, I don't know. I'm not all for your parents teaching you how to resolve conflict in your relationship, because your relationship is you, right? It's you and your man. You are not your parents. Your man isn't, your father, right? So how they may resolve conflict will probably be drastically different with how you and your man would do it. But what you should do by the reflection of your parents and resolve it in private. That's how you do it. I think the best way to resolve conflict, at the very least, is to do it in private. You should not be doing it in front of anybody, but you two. Keep your private shit private. So that's how you do it. Now, how you resolve conflict between you, it's, to be honest, it's like, you're not your mother, and your husband or your partner isn't your father. So I think it's not necessarily a easy thing, because let's say this hypothetically, how I would probably resolve a conflict is sometimes I'll walk away to have cooler heads. Now, let's say hypothetically, my child sees that and my son will do that, right? He's going to walk away. But maybe his partner is totally different than my wife, where my wife, she understands it, right? He walks away. She was angry. But walking away is good, because it could be very tension, like high tension, right? They could be angry, a lot of stuff. So it's better off like, okay, she knows that, I'm walking away, so we have to cool down. We both know each other. Now, my son does it, but because his wife or his girlfriend isn't his mom, she's now like, she's chasing after him. She's like, how dare you walk away from me? How, blah, 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 because she's not like the parent, right? So that's why, to be honest, you have to, before you actually establish strong relationship ties, you have to establish, okay, how's your conflict resolutions? What do you like when you're arguing, right? That's shit where you talk about. So to be honest, there's no middle ground. And Biggs Bar say it's facts, because I honestly believe it's a lot of things that you have to learn on your own, right? A lot of things you have to learn on your own. But I think what her parents did was perfectly what you should have learned. Conflicts, it's between you and your partner, not with the rest of the world. Your kids should not be involved. Your kids should not see you arguing with each other. Your kids shouldn't see you arguing with each other. Your parents shouldn't see you arguing with each other. Nobody but you two should see you guys argue with each other. Plain and simple.
Down the block. That's how jacked up my energy could be. And it's good or bad, right? If I'm in a positive or a negative, you gonna feel it.
Right.
So I feel like what I get to learn is how to, yes, it's okay for us to disagree. Yes, it's okay for us to passionately feel opposite, and I still love you. And I don't agree with you, but I can understand what you're saying. I can validate what you're saying. So now our children get to see mom and dad as, oh, they're not perfect.
Right.
They have issues. They have problems, but they work them out.
Did you do premarital counseling?
Yeah, we did.
Did you find
Well, actually, no, we were already married doing counseling. Because we literally went friend to marriage. And we went friend, married, engaged, engagement party, bridal shower.
That doesn't make sense. Friend married and then engaged? What the fuck does that mean? So you were friends, you got married legally, I'm guessing, and then you proposed? What the hell does that mean?
Wedding.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we did everything backwards.
Now you did everything backwards with this one, but this ain't your first ring.
No.
So can we get to, this is your third ring. Third time's a charm, that's what they say.
No. I've been engaged twice. And this time I actually wasn't engaged. I was just married.
She said fucking engagement. That thing is bad. Look.
I feel like, when I tell you, I feel like people put so much on fiance, but a fiance is a glorified girlfriend.
Ooh.
There's no safety inside a fiance. There's
that is true.
There's no real commitment.
I think that we're so pessimistic about relationships sometimes.
I agree.
Like, me too. Like, literally, I've said the same thing. I'm like, he's still cheating. Like, I'm saying that, but I think it does. It shows people that, like, hey, I'm ready to go that next mile. Right?
I think
and
if
marriage
Exactly. Emotional control. I 100% agree.
is expensive.
It doesn't have to be. I got married at the courthouse.
I would get married at the courthouse. That's my desire.
My man said, you deserve a wedding. And at first we were going to get married in the backyard. And then he was like, nah, you deserve a wedding. So then it turned into creating what we created. And we still didn't spend that much money. People be talking about, oh, my wedding was, now it looked like it was a lot of money. But your girl, I don't operate that way.
Right.
But I do think that why I say it's a glorified girlfriend is because there are so many people that get rings that never make it to the altar. Or they just really, some people are just giving their girls rings so they'll stop talking about it. So
or because they got a baby on the way.
Period.
I done said,
Oh, God, Mandy's got friends that are going through some trauma.
No,
right
a lot of my friends, I ain't gonna hold you. In 2026, if you about to have a baby and your man proposed to you, just know he's not gonna be there when the baby's 6 months. I'm telling you, it's literally, it is a curse. It is a.
Then, to be honest, if he's the type of man that would give you a baby and leave, it's like you pick a terrible man anyway.
Curse. Do not let your man or future baby daddy propose to you at the baby shower because it is a curse and you will never get married and you're gonna be a single mama.
I think that if you're engaged for longer than 2 years, you probably ain't gonna get married.
Oh, I agree with that.
What's the point? Because this is the thing. Engagement is the time in which you go from girlfriend and boyfriend to husband and wife. Why would you have a long engagement period? What is the point?
I guess it's because they want this elaborate wedding. But then the more I talk to people that have been engaged for years, I was like, okay, well, what's the hold up? Well, we don't really know what we want to do. And
You don't like him, and she don't like you. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't really want to get married. You just want to. And this is the thing too. And I might get eaten alive. You know me. I have my
You get
takes.
eaten alive weekly.
It's okay.
Pause.
It happens. Period. But I think there are so many women that don't even like their man. They just want to have one. They want to be able to tell.
Oh, definitely. The bald one is definitely damaged.
They're gonna be like, they just want their women friends to know somebody chose me. I'm worth being
We
chosen.
say that all the time.
I'm in a relationship now. Look how good I am. Look, I'm gonna. It's all.
Do you know I don't
malarkey.
blame the women that feel that? I have a friend of mine that moved super fast into a relationship. Actually, it was making me think about what you were saying because just found out the person has ED.
Has what?
Erectile dysfunction.
Like, what if your husband had ED and you ain't know? Would you call off the wedding? Would you get it annulled? Is ED a deal breaker? She ain't find out. She married.
I got lucky.
Okay, hold on. Hypothetical. Let's go. Since you're talking about husband and kids falling into the ocean. So, hypothetical question.
Okay.
You wait to have sex until marriage.
Okay.
You get married and you find out your now husband has erectile dysfunction.
How dysfunctional is the dysfunction?
Have you seen what happened in Charlotte on Sex and the City?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh.
So, do you work through the marriage and either open it up or get him an extender? Or what do you do to stay in the marriage? Or do you annul the marriage because you cannot move forward because you need a working dick?
There's a surgery. You could get that.
There's no surgery for ED.
No, there's a surgery that you could pump.
Oh, so you'll pump your dick every time? So you're
pump it too. You pump it up.
Austin Powers style?
Stomping. And the jam is pumping. Hey!
I ain't gonna hold you.
I would get hot. I'd be like, are you ready to get pumped?
Right, I would too.
Me and my husband getting a boyfriend. You are not making me pump your dick every time I want to get fucked. Y'all already.
God, this woman's damaged. You and your husband get a boyfriend, then you literally just married a cuck.
Learned I like to get fucked for 2 hours. What if we got to pump in between every 2
hours?
Girl,
what are you doing for 2 hours?
Girl, everything. There is a lot to
I
do.
don't know how this bitch walked in here today with that 2 hour shit. Every
2 hours?
What's the shit you said the other day when I said this podcast will never end? You said you got to fuck me enough.
Oh yeah, so I don't want to fuck again.
She said because I don't want to have to call another dick.
Like I want to fuck. Like I literally want to fuck so hard that when we're done, I feel like, bitch, I don't need dick for another month.
Okay, so 2 hours and then you have a break.
Well, no, because if he's in town for a couple days, we're fucking 2 hours every time we fuck. But then when he's gone, I'll be like, I love it because then I could be around niggas and not even see them.
Everyone's just humans. I showed my man the clip of me and he was like, how funny is it how they cut this clip? And he was watching it. I was like, isn't she crazy? And he was like, no, I think I could do this too. And I'm like, what?
Y'all don't fuck for 2 hours?
Does she
No.
want to?
It's
I be
great.
running from
No.
the dick.
Anyway.
Running!
Oh, I don't.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
The girl with ED. Okay.
Oh, yeah, wait.
So,
God, this woman is dirty.
close friend of mine, and she literally was like, fuck, I cannot believe
Don't
this
say
happened.
close. You let people know
Shit,
they
now y'all
niggas
gonna know
got
who it is.
ED
Okay,
and shit.
Take one back. Fuck that bitch. So basically what happened was, she's like, now I'm stuck in this thing where I moved too fast. I kind of thought the beginning stages was maybe we were, going to dinner, having drinks. Maybe that's why. And I
She's definitely a 3 or 4.
was like, this has to do with absolutely you wanting a man that fucking bad. Because otherwise, you wouldn't have ended up in this. You would have been able to pace yourself, have fun. But the larger issue around this is you met a man that wants to introduce you to his family. You met a man that wants to take you on vacation. You met a man that's saying all the right things. All of this stuff feels so exciting to you because the feeling of being chosen is so
intoxicating.
That's it. And I really believe it's because it's not, and I said to her, it's not even your fault. How society makes you feel by being chosen.
Yeah.
I could even tell you right now, the way that
That's not really being chosen, right? She said this man did all this stuff, okay? That's not being chosen. That's being absolutely idiotic because here's the thing. Women expect a man to be perfect. So hypothetically, right? If a man is like over 6 foot, he's charming, he's good looking, he's wealthy, Great morals, great personality. He's faithful. He wants to marry you. And then he has erectile dysfunction. You have to leave him. Are you crazy? It's like, this is the problem. Another reason why dating is so hard and women make it impossible, because women expect a perfect man, right? I don't know about you, but I've talked about the whole build a man shop before, right? Build a man, analogy before. Women want perfect man. They want to build a man. They want him as close to perfection as possible. No duh, women are having problems in the dating market. And then if he's not perfect, what is he? Someone she's settled for. Great. Every man loves to be settled for.
My friends that are in couples, I've been dating my boyfriend 3 years. The way my friends are in couples have my homegirls that ended up getting a boyfriend while I was single, they've come back into my life in ways that I'm just like, damn, how do I start hanging with her again? And I'm like, oh, because now I'm comfortable for you to be around. Crazy Weezy wasn't enough when I was like bouncing around and doing this or just living my life and enjoying my solo time. Now I'm acceptable for your nigga to let you hang around me. Like, I know what this is. I'm still doing the same shit with my man.
I don't like that, because even when I had a boyfriend, my friends were still using me as the excuse when they were doing some bullshit. I was like, I got a man. Why am I still the whole friend? I just never got it.
Wait, what do you mean? So when you say, you're saying now it's more acceptable for you?
her friends to now, like, her friends are now back in the circle, because when she was single, she was too much around her friends.
I think that
with
they didn't trust you around their men.
No. I mean more so.
Their men didn't trust her around the girls.
Oh.
And so
when I tell you nothing's changed about my life, Sarah, every single part of, when I say Euro every summer, like going to South Africa, bopping around, partying like I do the exact same thing I did as when I was single. I just do it with my man now. But somehow there's a validation.
Oh, okay. She has a man.
That women feel when someone else is in a relationship. Oh, I get invited to more like things in the house, so you couldn't invite me to you and your husband's house when I was single? No, because it's just their relationship is this stamp of approval for everybody. I see it in business even.
Yeah.
Like since I've started new businesses, just even the man in your life makes other people feel like you're a more serious person.
Yeah.
How dare you be single? How dare you be enjoying having fun being solo? Oh, look at her again by herself at the bar, MC.
Let me say this, right? Okay, great. It's never hard for women, right? Women make it hard, but it isn't hard for women to get a man, right? It's not hard at all, right? Women can be fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, a baby mama, right? Or no kids, right? Old, young, it don't matter. Women can get a man. Women do not have a hard time getting a man. It's only hard because women make it hard. So I'm not surprised that she has a man. But here's the thing where, to be honest, her mentality, I don't believe she could keep a man. I don't believe she could keep a man. I don't know this woman that well. I've seen her a few times, I believe. I don't know from where. I don't really know, but I mean, I don't think this is the type of woman that would keep a man.
Okay, whatever it might be.
Bitch, I be having 3 boyfriends and y'all don't think I be serious. I don't like that.
I think no matter what
I
you
be
do,
in relationships.
when you're single, it's just like, here she go again.
Y'all, I ain't been single in 5 years. So I don't know. I ain't been single since pre-pandemic.
Bitch, you have 3 boyfriends. That's like having none.
No, bitch.
You see them.
I don't like that.
No one's gonna take it serious. I'm just
Fuck
telling
y'all
you
with the seriousness. I have not been single since 2019. Thank you.
That is not a hot take. I really believe this. If you're single or in an ethically non-monogamous relationship, people treat you the same. Like, oh, it's a phase. She'll get over it.
So you should still be getting treated the same. I do want to ask, getting back to your story, Sarah, you've had 3 rings.
Yeah.
The first ring.
Yeah.
I want to go through that because maybe now that's why you went straight from
Yeah, no one wants that long term. I'm sorry. This type of woman who has a single woman mindset, she's for the streets. Now, yeah, those women, right? 304s can definitely get men. But can they keep those men?
From friend to marriage because of the PTSD of your last 2 engagements. But your first relationship, how old were you? Can you walk us through navigating that first engagement at a young age and also how you escaped the relationship?
Yes. So I was 18. We were together for 2 years.
Okay.
We were engaged in that 2 years. And he was a professional football player. I was a professional cheerleader. We were the dream team. We were so adorable. And also low key because the cheerleaders weren't allowed to date the players. But the caveat is, shout out to my mother, my mom used to invite a lot of the black players to our house and cook for them because I had brothers. And so she was like, this is like an American, my mom is like Auntie Pam. Everybody in the community knew my mom. And we knew everybody. It was running through women like water down a stream. Okay. It's nonstop, right? And so I was always like, never. Like, no, never. Anyway.
Not you would say never at 16, 17, because you got with him at 18.
Yeah, I did. Girl, I sure did. And then it was crazy because I think what you're referring to is he almost paralyzed me.
Yeah.
He beat me up. And It only happened one time.
Really?
It only happened one time. And to be honest,
how did it? Only because men suck, women suck, especially in the comments. And so men will be like, well, what did you do to make him do that? And women want to know, like, how did it get to that point? Especially because there were no signs.
Right.
And luckily for you, you didn't stay after that one time. But how did you get there? How did that happen? What happened?
To this day, I still don't know. I think he snapped. That's what my mother says. But long story short, like an 18-year-old immature woman, we were fighting. And we had broke up. I put him out. You go do whatever you gonna do, whatever. But we were still sleeping together. We were still dealing with each other. And so I used to work for this company that we got cars for. I would teach kids traffic safety and show parents how to correctly install car seats. And so I travel all over the province in the work car with like stickers on it and do that. So while I was gone, he would drive my car.
Okay.
And so it's crazy because it was Saturday and he knew that on this Saturday, I'm coming to pick up my car. And so I called and I said, hey, I'm on the way. And he's like, no, don't come over right now. And me being me, first of all.
You being a woman.
Yes, period.
Who you got over there?
I'm like, why? Do you have company? And he was like, no, I don't have company. So for me, I'm like, that don't make no sense. Like, what are you talking about? I'm on the way. Like, I'm currently on the way to you. So long story short, I get to the apartment. I go up on the stairs because you had to use the fob to get into the elevator. But at that time, you could still work the stairway.
Yeah.
So I go up the stairs. And when I get there, he's talking to me on the phone in the hallway. And I'm like, why are you in the hallway? Let's go inside. So I go to open the door. The door's locked. And I'm like, what's going on? And when I tell you this man, this is the first part of it happened. He snapped. He got in my face like I was some trick on the street that owed him money. Like, it was crazy. And I used to do this thing with people where I would like touch their face and be like, oh my God, like, you're so beautiful. Just look at, like, I always used to have a thing. And I said his name and I was like, hey, and he hit me in my face. When he hit me in my face, I saw black. All I saw was red. When I tell you, and I used to be suited and booted, heels on all the time, makeup done, hair done, everything. I took off my heels and I just started screaming. Now we're in the hallway, right? We're in the hallway.
So people could hear it.
Oh, I'm sure they had to. There's no way they couldn't because all I was screaming was, you're gonna fucking hit me. I couldn't believe what was happening.
Right.
So when I kind of came back to real life, I said, open this door. I'm taking my stuff. I cussed at the time. I cussed a lot. At that time. I'm taking my stuff and I'm going. And so he says, Alicia, open the door. Now
he called out another woman on the other side of the door?
Who was my friend, by the way?
Oh, we got to kill that one.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing where you said, where's the signs? You date an athlete, a young football player, and you said, where's the sign? I'm sorry for anyone who's an athlete or who's ever been an athlete. You can do statistics on it if you could, right? The probability of that athlete cheating on you, abusing you, it's not low. It's not low. So you say, where's the sign? Bitch, you date an athlete. That's the fucking sign. What do you think? I mean, like, the probability of the athlete you chose was going to be faithful, going to be loving, going to be non-violent, non-confrontational, amazing resolution skills is honestly very low. Very low. Not impossible. Not impossible. Plenty of good athletes. But probability ain't high. Right? The rate, the chances aren't high. So really, you want a sign? Literally, he's an athlete. That is your fucking sign.
Yeah.
He had your friend in his house?
Yeah. So this is the thing. He said she was just twisting my hair because he had dreads. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. No problem. It's all good. It's all cool. Whatever. So I go inside and it was a normal apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. You walk in, you know, the TV's on that side, the kitchen's right here, bedroom is right there. I beeline straight to the bedroom because I know that the nightstand is probably where my keys are at. When I go to get my keys off of the nightstand, there's bangles.
Not her. Oh, now she took the jewelry off.
2000.
Well, not when you were in the house.
She's sitting on the couch
and she knows he hit you.
Wait, but the bangles are in the bedroom.
But the bangles are in the bedroom.
Oh, you know you can't.
I know. I already know. So I'm talking smack from the bedroom. Oh, what are these bangles doing right here? She was only doing your hair if she just got here this morning. So this man comes into the room and then he snapped again. Now, he's a defensive lineman. I'm not great with sports.
This is not a sports podcast.
Yes, okay, great. He's 250 pounds of solid muscle. He is strong. He's 6 foot, I don't know, probably 2, and strong as hell. Straight, just ripped everything. Tackles me onto the bed and starts like kind of with his arm on my neck, trying to rip the keys out of my hand. I still have scars on my hands from this day from where he was trying to get the keys out. Anyway, I end up doing all of this, getting out, kicking him, falling off the back of the bed. This is where he grabs my legs. He mocked me like with my feet, like was throwing me up against everything. In this moment, I finally, when he like slipped a leg, I kicked him in his face, pretty sure. I'm on the ground. He's on top of me. I kick him. Maybe I didn't get his face. I don't know what I just kicked.
Right.
Now, this is the stupid part for me. And it's also where I got the most jacked up. That was the worst part of why my body is the way my body is today. But instead of running with the keys, what I did was, and Alicia is...
She's not even helping. She's not...
No. While I'm getting dragged and mocked on the floor, she comes and peeks in the room and goes back into the living room. So then, instead of me leaving, which is where I went wrong, I own it. Accountability, I own it. I should have never went there. I knew he had company.
You were
I
young.
knew he had
But you,
company.
yeah, you were young.
Yes, I was young, but also, I mean, I'm grateful because in my experience, I also felt like that was God telling me, not him. This ain't for you. This isn't for you. You know. So long story short, I exit. I go into the living room. So now I'm in the living room, and he had a big thing with electronics. He had a big TV right here, and now I'm on the opposite side. You know what I mean? So there's like a window behind me, couches right here, little couch right there, TV right here, and he had a big thing with electronics. And I said, if you take one, I pick up his computer, and I'm like, there's blood dripping down my face. I'm jacked up. And I say, if you take one step towards me, I swear to God, I'll smash it. And he bum rushes me. So I threw his computer on the ground. He picks me up. He throws me on the couch, and he just starts shaking me while I'm on the couch. He's on top of me, and he's screaming, what the fuck? Like over and over and over again. And finally, Alicia, who is sitting right there while I'm right here on this couch, she says his name. And then he like snapped out of it. And he like kind of sat a little bit on my legs, but not all the way. And he started crying in his hands. And I slunk off of the couch and I left. And I remember calling my mom, and I was so hysterical. I was like I don't even feel like this is a wound for me, but I feel like I'm emotional about it because I remember my mom's hysteria. Like my mom was like, what is wrong? Like, what is, like, to this day, I don't even think my dad knows because my dad would be in prison. He does not play about me, any of his kids. He does not play about me.
That wife is stupid. His mom the mother didn't tell the father. I swear to God, if my wife didn't tell me that a man beat up my daughter, we would have a divorce. I'm sorry. We would have a divorce. Because that man should not even have a career. He should be limping. He should be dead. How dare you not tell me my daughter gotten abused, got beaten up?
And I made her swear to see, because I just kept saying, you can't tell. I think she must have thought I was going to say I killed someone. Whatever. But yeah, that was a lot. And then I didn't tell anybody. And shortly after, that's when I moved to LA. I'd gotten accepted into a conservatory for acting. And that was one of the reasons why I was like, I can't do it. Now, when I tell you for months.
Did you talk to him after that?
No.
Okay.
I ain't spoken to him since. When I tell you it hurt to sleep, it hurt to lay down flat on my back. I went to the doctor. I told him I slipped and I fell down the stairs. Because at that time, I didn't want to say, oh my God, like me.
Why? This absolute fucking BS. Do not believe women, right? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, right? Where people don't believe women. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, okay? But controversially, what I do believe, right, is that a lot of times women just don't even bother, right? Women just don't even bother telling. Not because, if I tell, no one's going to believe me. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Some things are worth jail. Exactly. Big bars. Exactly. Some things are worth jail. I don't care, right? I would literally beat the shit out of a man who lays a hands on my daughter. I would literally, I don't mind jail, right? I would shoot him. I'm sorry. Crazy as it is. I don't mind jail for that. But this is controversially where I think women are so unbelievably insane. Unbelievably insane. Why do you not hold, like women say this too. Why don't you hold men accountable? Because you don't. You wouldn't even hold men accountable, right? You don't even hold a man that nearly tried to take your life accountable, right? You didn't even hold him accountable, and you expect other men to do it? You chose him. You dated him, and you wouldn't even hold him accountable. This is the insanity, I believe, of a lot of women, where they don't even try to hold these men accountable. I believe, like how many stories we hear, right? How many stories we hear about a woman 10 years, 20 years later, right? After Me Too or after something crazy. Now, oh my God, he did this, he did. Okay. Why did you not say things before? Why didn't like these 20, these 10, half a dozen, whatever amount of women say shit before? And I get it, right? Sometimes the bad cops or what bad people don't believe you. I get that. But to be honest, I would do whatever I can to, I don't know, hold him accountable. Hold a bad person accountable. Whether it happens or not, it will still lead you to the same results, right? So imagine this, right? Her path where right now she didn't even hold the man accountable. She didn't say nothing. She didn't report him or anything. Okay, that path, right? Nothing happened to the guy. Well, the different path is that she tried and nothing still happened to him. Okay, at least she tried. Okay, at least she tried. At least she tried to hold this man accountable. And okay, still ended the same way, but at least you tried. That's how I think. Maybe, again, I'm not saying our preference. This is how I think as a man. I'm not a woman, so that's how I think. But I would say, like, at least try to hold this man accountable. Don't think that, okay, now after 10 years, 20 years, now you're going to hold him accountable. Okay.
Emotional about your mom is taking me back. The only time a man ever hit me was same age range, 18, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And the memory I had that really made me leave him was my mom begging him to not hit me anymore. It's just something about her desperation.
Yes.
That I was like, she also didn't know. So I never told her. He was throwing a party at his house. And whatever she saw in me, how fearful I looked, she pulled him in the laundry room and she pulled me in there too. And she was like, she got on her knees and was like, please, anything. Please come. My mom knew I didn't want to come back home. My family was going through financial hardship at the time. And he was taking care of me. She was like, she'll never leave you. She's never going to leave you. Just please don't hit my daughter. Please. She didn't grow up like this. Her father's a good man. She's never even seen anything like this. I grew up like this. And she was like, I can't watch it happen again. And my mom's crying. And he's like, get up. Blah, 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 blah. And he's like talking to my mom crazy. And I'm getting scared because I'm scared. What if I say something? Is he going to hit me in front of my mom? And shortly after that, I don't think I stayed with him a month after.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of mom? It's like, I would take a fucking knife to the man's throat. You're begging the person not to hit your daughter? I would tell, I mean, it's like, sometimes I don't even understand women, right? I don't even understand women. Are you kidding me? This is what the world, if it's led by women, right? You wonder why. This is the thing. Only men can tame or possibly tame other men. It's just how it is. Okay? This is why importance. This is I said this countless times before. Protection is so important. Right? Women constantly talk about men providing. We never talk about men's protection. We never talk about men protecting. It is so important. Extremely important. You need to find a man that will protect you, the wife, the children, right? The household. You need to find a man that will protect the household, right? That will lay his life on the line to protect his household. He doesn't give a shit about cops, give a shit about jail, give a shit about his life. If it means the protection of his household. That's what you need to find, right?
But seeing and feeling your mom's love through a moment where you're going through it. Think about now, we're adults, or we could have kids.
Right.
And if we had a
Well,
daughter
y'all
call
could have
us.
y'all could have kids.
We could at this age. Right. But to know your daughter could call you and say, Mommy, someone hit me.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's unforgettable.
Yeah.
It's actually the reason I think now when I get in an argument with men, it's like complete shutdown. It's almost like something I had to work through in therapy. I get nasty. What the fuck are you going to do to me? Like, I start saying shit like that.
I do think it's interesting that when you went to the hospital as a woman, like a lot of people assume like you don't want the man to get in trouble and all that, but you were embarrassed that you had that experience.
I couldn't believe that had happened to me. I literally I don't come from that. I don't know anything about that. And like, I got good.
You don't come from that? Is your father an athlete? What the fuck are you talking about? You don't come from that. It's not, stop thinking, I swear to God, women think like brain dead people, like rocks in your fucking brain. You don't come from that. You dated an athlete. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I'm not, if you're an athlete, I'm not talking about you, right? But in general, you date a fucking athlete. You think that they're the most like, peaceful people? Like, seriously.
Grades. I got accepted into a conservatory, coming up in like 6 months away. I had the opportunity to move to LA. Like in my mind, I was so sharp. Like I was the kid in school that would go to my teacher before something.
Not that sharp. You picked an athlete. You're actually kind of fucking like rocks for your brains.
Thing was due and be like, is this an A? And if they told me no, I would fix it. Like I was the person where I wasn't done dancing until my feet would bleed. Like I had to get it right. So to in my mind,
to not
18,
get
19,
your man right.
To not even
get
see
love
it,
right, yeah.
And also, if you fight, you're broken. I also had that story because of my parents. So now I'm doing everything wrong. And there's no way that I was about to claim how wrong I was. It was the most humiliating thing for me in the history of ever, And so I am grateful because I do also strongly feel like God has a way of keeping you where he wants you to be. And I know we all have a calling on our life, but I know mine is big because he's told me. Like I'm so 1000% crystal clear on that. And had I gone down this realm, I have literally helped
Yes, smart, dumb. Exactly. Exactly.
thousands of people make 6 and 7 figures. I have literally helped thousands of women get out of their own way and create their own transformation of actual self-love. There's so many things that I have done.
Do this.
Wait,
like-
are you saying that's just your partner you believe?
Oh, I would believe. I know my partner would come to me.
I don't think that's crazy.
This is, and I don't think it would be like, damn, that girl's bad. Like Brock doesn't operate like that. He's strategic. He's logistical. Everything has to make sense for him. So he's not going to see some baddie on the street. That lady could have HIV. That's not happening.
But that thought that you have though, okay, my bad. I disagree. I think that at your highest peak of happiness, that's true. I think people change.
I agree.
And I think that sometimes men confuse love and lying, knowing that it could hurt you.
Yes. Now, this is the caveat to that. For me, my deepest core value, openness and honesty. So for you,
I'll say that too, girl.
No. You lie to me. No. If you lie to me, you know what you're doing. I will never be the same. Now, I don't believe in divorce. He gonna have to divorce me if we ever got a divorce.
Really?
It's not on the table for me.
How
It's just
young are you?
not. I'm 37. Be 38
And
in
knowing
July.
that we've all dated pieces of shit.
Pieces of shit.
Girl.
We know how deceitful men can be.
And we know that the
You know how deceitful the men you choose can be, right? You said, oh, you know how the men you chose are pieces of shit. Take accountability for yourself, okay? One, you haven't dated majority of men, so you don't know how men can be, right? You can't say men are pieces of shit when honestly, you haven't dated majority of men. The amount of men you dated isn't even a sand on the beach, right? Isn't even a sand on the beach. That's how many men you've dated, right? That's how many men each one of these women have dated. So you don't know shit about men. What you do know is how shitty the men you choose. That's what you do know, right? You know how shitty you are with choosing men. That's what you know. The BS that a lot of women spout, it lacks accountability because at the end of the day, you are the problem. You are the problem. This is why, honestly, the bald woman or the little hair woman, a 3 or 4, probably single 3 or 4. The other woman, in a relationship, but I doubt it will last long.
The hot take on the internet is that a man will lie or deceive you because they love you so much they don't want to hurt you, even if they know the actions that they're doing are going to hurt you.
No, that's a man with no integrity. I didn't choose a man with no integrity. And this is the thing too. My man knows what he got. I have a unicorn. I'm very aware of that. And I'm not saying most men don't cheat because I think most men with options will absolutely cheat. I think there are girls right now so mad that we're married because he situation shipped everybody. And I don't want to no way
it's hard
about
to
it.
like debate this because I'm never gonna say someone's like that's what's hard to debate. It's very to me nasty to be like there's someone watching right now that's like
she don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I actually disagree. Like I think people do it to my boyfriend all the time. Yeah. Right. But what I will say though is the way that you feel about him, I feel like I've seen it in another woman. And I don't know if integrity to me equates to sexuality. Like I tell you what I think integrity is. To me, it's like the idea that he'd leave you when you're sick, down and out. Let's say you got in a horrible accident and you changed, your beauty changes and he would leave you. Or if you had children and he decided to not.
Lack of integrity, right? Lack of integrity. That's not what integrity means. That he will leave you if you're sick. That's not integrity.
Not be the man that you thought he was. That to me is integrity. Sexuality is a moment.
Yeah.
And it's a moment.
Interesting. Really?
I believe that.
Okay.
I believe that the most loyal.
No, because here's the thing. With integrity, you control your urges, right? With moralities, with values, with principles, you control your urges. Okay. She had a man, like she just said, right, who was celibate when he's good men don't want them. Good men, yes. Good men wouldn't want these women. I doubt it, right? I'm doubting it now, whatever. But a man with integrity, a man with morals, values, right? He controls his urges. She met that man and she left that man, right? She left a man that he had his principles. He had his values that, you know what? I need to finish this project before I have sex. I'm not going to get nude, get naked around you because it ruins, my mindset, right? My principles. She couldn't accept that. So to be honest, she couldn't even keep a man with values, with moralities, with integrity. She doesn't even want said men.
Man, well, I believe we
Can have a moment.
I do. And that's why I can be.
I get feeling some pussy. Not you saying, you right now are giving, but you're saying sexuality is a.
This is the thing because you got to think, right? Men could have a moment, but the problem is the men that are morally sound, have values, principles, they control themselves. That's why she gave that story, right? She gave that story of when she went on like a spa, whatever, right? A spa with her ex. He didn't get naked in front of her. He wouldn't change in front of her. So he couldn't get a moment because he doesn't allow it. That is a man with integrity, right? That's a man with values. That's a man with principles, morality. If I'm saying I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do things to not, break my promises or my view, my mindset or whatever that will hinder, right? Hinder my path, right? If I say I'm gonna be celibate, I'm not gonna do things to break that vow to myself or whatever.
Moment, and so a man can't just fall into
sexuality is such a moment to me. That is why I don't care about sex with other people because
me neither. But I still don't want you to lie to me about having sex.
Oh, right.
So I think with you, I understand if you are single and you know who you chose and that's an integrity for you, then what you're saying makes sense. But for me and in our relationship, it is not an integrity to be deceptive to me. No,
okay.
It is not an integrity for you to betray me. It is not an integrity for you to sneak around and do whatever you were. That's 0% of that is an integrity.
But do you believe that people can actually, like when they're cheating, I don't know if you've ever cheated on someone.
Never in my life.
You never cheated on nobody, girl? No. Let's look fun.
I'm not interested.
I'm not a cheater.
I'm not a cheater. I'm not interested.
Have you cheated?
I cheated on Obe, remember?
Oh, you did?
I doubt she's not a cheater. I doubt she's. I doubt it.
I did.
You cheated after that? Like, well, to you did it like revenge. Like it was like get back. He cheated on her.
Okay.
But very toxic, and also I felt powerful in my cheat. But,
really?
Which was the worst part about my cheating. And it's because that's how much he hurt me. I don't even know if my cheating was a true desire. I think 75% of it was me just being like, fuck him. I have like another man that's obsessed with me that wants me. It was just this weird.
Well, that's easy. These niggas
I can't even tell you.
Obsess you and want you, yet he's not with you. Just want to have sex with you.
How that feels.
Yeah.
Because in the moment when he hurt me, he cheated on me during COVID and we moved to Mexico. And I held that and I was sitting there and I was like, fuck no, I'm stuck. What am I going to do? So when I would go to New York to record Horrible, I would cheat. And I would come home and be like, oh my God, it was so much fun. And da-da-da. But I felt so powerful. And
did you tell him?
I think in the end I did. Oh no, I don't know if he believed me. It was in a fight. That's why I was fucking another nigga. I don't think he believed it.
You felt powerful cheating? You know what's crazy about you saying that? I wonder if men do it as well. There's a lot of ways in which, especially when men are with a powerful woman, that they feel emasculated.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if even knowing how you excelled during that relationship financially and through business, if cheating for him was a power.
I think rarely, if ever. I mean, like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but rarely do men feel emasculated with so-called powerful women. Okay? It's just that men don't want to deal with your attitude that you think you're better. So the type of men you would date, I think the type of women that think they're powerful, the men that they would date would just use them and just, those type of men are not that into these women. Now, they may use said women. So they're not cheating on them because, oh my God, I feel so emasculated, so I'm gonna cheat. No, it's like, I didn't give a shit about you. So I'm still gonna find something else or try something else that, I prefer more. But you know what? I'm gonna keep you around. That's how I see it. That's how I view it. I doubt it.
Well, because I told you, my nigga felt powerful cheating on me with a homeless bitch because he felt like I didn't need him. So this bitch was couch surfing. He had to fuck that bitch.
Maybe, when you say homeless,
she was homeless.
It gives a cup outside shaking it.
She was couch surfing. She didn't have a home. She was unhoused. And we talked about it today because, like, not today, but we've talked about it since our breakup because we've mended the things. And when I asked him, like, why would you do that? He let me know, like, you made me feel like you didn't need me. And so a part felt, he liked that the bitch needed $50 to eat. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
He liked that shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's crazy. So again, and maybe the way that he showed up, if cheating made you feel powerful, I wonder how much power it gives.
I like, my thing is how I interpret it is that, and again, whatever, he said what he said. Well, how I view it is makes better sense in my opinion is that, he's just like, okay, you don't need me. Well, okay, I don't need you. So it's not the thing where he's feeling emasculated. I don't really think that he feels emasculated. I think that, you know what? Okay, if you don't need me, I don't give a shit about you. Since I don't give a shit about you, I'm going to cheat on you, right? I'm going to get with a woman that honestly fucks this shit up because, to be honest, he didn't care. That's That's how I truly interpret it, where he doesn't care. Right? You don't need him. Okay, fine. Good on you. But you don't need me, so I'm going to fuck this, right? I'm going to fuck this woman. I'm going to have sex with this woman because I'm going to, just end this relationship in a sense. Men need to, yes, I think men need to stop lying to women. I don't think he felt emasculated. I just felt like he felt like this was the end of the relationship. Right? He felt like this is the end of the relationship, so guess what? He's going to cheat.
A man to cheat, especially in a relationship where he feels either emasculated or unneeded, and that's the thing too. People say that men cheat for options. No. The same way they say women cheat emotionally, there's also some sort of emotional tie, I believe, in a lot of senses as to why men cheat. Not to put the blame on the woman. Let me go ahead and make that clear.
Put the blame on the woman.
Wait, when a man cheats, you put the blame on a woman?
No. First of all, if a man cheats, a man's gonna cheat. But I am saying, if a woman opts in to being the person that a man cheats with, and he's in a relationship.
Oh wait, I thought we were blaming like the main.
Yeah, I thought we were blaming the main.
No,
girl, we know side chicks date married men. I mean, date married men with girlfriends all the time.
And I'm sure I'm not even sure. I know that there's trauma linked, right? Like there's a part of like an avoidant that wants to. It's easier to just have this person that you can have a physical connection with.
Oh, yeah, girl, don't read me. Yeah.
Why not blame the main chick? I will blame the main chick. You weren't cutting it. Literally, you chose a man, right? You chose to be with this man, yet you couldn't make him feel wanted and needed. I put the fucking blame on you, right? Doesn't mean that take away his blame. The guy's a jerk. The guy's an ass for cheating, right? He should have just broken up. He should have just broken up with her. That doesn't mean that you are free from blame, right? Free from accountability. You chose the man. If you don't need him, you don't want him, then don't be with him, right? If you make him feel unwanted, then why even be with him? That's it. That's it, right? So yes, I'll blame the main chick. But again, two things can be true at once. The man is a jerk. The man is, he should have just broken up with her. What was the point of being with someone that don't want you, right? That don't need you, that don't desire you. So just leave.
I actually only give grace in the scenarios that it's an exchange of money or gifts. And to me, I'm serious. I'm gonna tell you why.
Episode over.
Wait a second.
You're saying it's okay for him to have a prostitute.
Look,
that's what you said. That's
hold
your
on.
job. Yes.
Let me hear this debate real quick.
If I found out that this was your life and you got hurt by this person,
the hot take is,
why are we blaming the woman when she's getting money out of it?
So as long as
what if it's your man?
Then I deserve it. And then, excuse me, I'm the fucking fool. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
you cheat on me, baby, the bitch deserve you too.
Wait a second, but you're okaying a man cheating with a prostitute over cheating with a woman that's just single.
I'm not okaying it. I'm just saying the woman that's engaging in this situation, if she could get money out my nigga and she could get gifts, bitch, you deserve them. If he could do that, take them from me.
Wait, the prostitute don't want your man. She just want.
For what? Like for a moment of
now you see what I'm saying? Take him. Hold on, wait. Let me tell you. And let me tell you, he loved to eat in the morning. He likes sausages, pancakes, and egg scrambled.
And look at me, I'm the opposite. No, I would much rather it's just something like that, like you throw a couple $100, whatever. Then, hold on. Then you catch emotions for a woman. I don't want you.
I have to.
No, if you have to choose. I would much rather.
You better fuck the bitch one night in Vegas and that's it.
And that was my thing. I was fine even with my partner having sex with a woman one time. Don't take her out to dinner. Don't get to know how many siblings she has. Don't know her middle name. Just have sex.
See,
like, don't get emotional with.
My boyfriend and I had we had a little disagreement about this. He's like, I know you say shit like no dates, no dinner and shit, but like, what type of woman do you think I would meet? He's like, you do this whole scenario of like how you want it to look, right? What scraggly bitch do you think is going to meet me out and say, yes, right now in the car? He's like, this isn't even like normal.
Not the car. You take me home.
But that's the thing. Like decent women, like if
all
you're
right, decent. Let's not use that word. But we don't have one night stands before, and we're not scraggly.
Okay, anyway, hold on.
Niggas have picked us up from the club before. Stop sitting here and getting on your high horse. We have had one night stands when niggas sat at the end of the bed in Miami.
I was 17.
God, these women are dirty as shit. And I'm like, I'm sorry, a man that that's being in a relationship with this woman is honestly a cuck.
4 years old. Do you think I'm going to Dabala this weekend and be like, oh yes, I want to suck your dick right now? No.
Yes, they're both trash. It's like they're both trash. This is a thing where I'm sorry. A man that gets with any of these women, it's like, are you seriously? Do you have no moralities, values, or anything? It's like, it's like your options are so limited, right? I mean, like, okay, you think that she's attractive. Okay. So what? There's millions of other attractive women that's been through less bodies. that's been through less trauma, that's been through, it's like, seriously.
I want to eat. Oh, the hot take I have, yes. No woman is to blame if she is getting something out of a man. I believe that there's nowhere where a woman should be blamed.
Y'all know we be on this high horse for sex workers right now. Let's let her cook.
No, but I just think that, like, women.
I mean, there's so many ways that we can blame these women. For one, why are you so desperate for a means of survival that you rely on a man to duck out on his wife? Why are you even open to putting yourself into a space where you're going to allow yourself to be the demise of something, or the demise or the creation of
She's
deceit
not.
or the betrayal? She is that.
He is.
No, they both are.
There is no woman in the world. She has no loyalty to you.
That doesn't matter.
That bond that you
But do
built.
you not have loyalty, period? Do you not have
What
integrity,
loyalty does she
period?
have to have to someone else's relationship? People
No, wait, pause.
Loyalty to morality, to values. Yes, I agree. Wouldn't even smash. I mean, like, seriously, you might get an STD or an STI. Like, that shows you that this is why that woman was talking about integrity. You don't even know integrity. You don't even know the meaning. You don't even know what it's like to have integrity.
Because that's like saying, what type of standard do I have to have to you? Look, I don't eat meat because I don't eat meat. I don't drink often because I don't drink often. There's never going to be a space. I don't rob banks. I don't do heroin. There's certain things that are just not on the table for me. And this being from a woman, I had a man who is very ultra successful, wanted to have kids with me, $50,000 a month. He said,
Wait, girl, hold on. You left that?
Yes, no, I want partnership.
This was the second engagement.
No, this is a different person.
I think it's the expectation.
But no, hear me out.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if you are the way that you are, then be that. But don't try to make it like, oh, no, I have so much integrity, but I just don't owe her anything. No, you never had integrity to begin with.
So I think that
Girl,
your
yes,
values
my
you can't put on.
I know y'all probably watching this like, why the bitch that like being a side chick ain't talking? Because I used to be a private woman. I know y'all bitches like, Mandy real quiet when she was being the not integral bitch.
Okay, wait, pause. Were you really a side chick for real?
Was I, bitch? I have a chapter in the book that says, do married men really treat you better?
They probably do.
Oh, and they did.
They probably
but a part of me was delusional, and I do think that I wasn't open with the fact that I was insecure. I was in survival mode. I didn't feel like I could be someone's number one, so much so that 2, 3, 4, 5, that was
your
fine.
married men relationship, like, was it for fun?
This is a pride side chick. This is the thing. Well, I saw this meme or something, right? We've never had a generation with the most proudest of whores ever, right? This is the generation that has the most proudest whores ever.
What do you mean?
Or was it
what
for?
Oh, girl, some of them ain't give me. Some of them I just thought was fine, and I didn't care that they was married. Like, not all of my side niggas became sugar daddies.
See,
like
there's something different that's here and here. You got married, wanted to get married, wanted to get married. Excuse me. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy does not. So how can we expect the values that you have about the sanctity of marriage and loyalty contributing to the demise? Why would she think that?
You with this goddamn finger now.
Your team. I genuinely feel like the way that I value things, I can't expect for someone else. It's like if I let you borrow a dress of mine.
Yeah, you can't expect it, but don't say you have morals. Don't say that you understand integrity. Like, you want to be a whore, right? No one's stopping you from being a whore, right? No one's stopping you from being immoral. Fine. But don't this is the problem I have with a lot of women. Don't fringe morality. Don't be on your high horse. You're not a moral person. You lack principles. You lack integrity. Don't cry that a man cheated on you. You have no morals to begin with, right? You have no values, no principles to begin with. So really, a man cheats on you, so what? You are honestly like immoral, right? You're an immoral person. So really, you have no grounds to stand on to talk about integrity, morality, principles, values. You don't. It is okay if you are immoral, if you are a 3 or 4, if you're a whore, right? Fine. Whatever. You're an adult. That is your life. Just don't think that you're something special, right? And you talk about things that don't pertain to you, i.e., you lack moralities, you have no values, you have no principles, no real principles, right? You have no integrity. So don't have those words come out of your mouth because you lack it.
I can't expect you to treat it how I do. You gonna fucking treat it like whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why if you know that somebody don't take care of their stuff, they don't take care of their stuff.
But I just don't believe that we can't place blame on another person. We can get angry. We can look at their Instagram and be like, fuck her, she's this, she's that. but there is nothing. I don't even think she deserves bad karma.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. Going back to your other relationship though, you should have whooped Alicia's ass. Like as soon as you went into that apartment, fuck your keys. You actually, because that was your friend.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say, and you know it's both people fuck.
Oh,
You
no,
should
no, 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 that
you
one
should have
different.
whooped Alicia's ass.
I didn't care. I didn't. At that point, I feel like
no, because you saw them bangles and you cared.
Oh, well, at the
you
time I
should have
cared.
whooped Alicia's ass.
Hold on, wait. I'm not talking about someone that loves
That
you
was
and
your
cares
friend.
about you.
Yeah.
A friend.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a random woman you meet at a bar.
I mean, period. I feel this is what I think cheating is weak. Good, bad, right or wrong, it is what it is. It's weak. You're gonna allow the moment where you are not your strongest, and that's the thing too. I also agree with you, Mandy, where I feel like every person has the ability to be a cheater.
Yeah.
Right time, right access, right opportunity. You put me on a whatchamacallit for, well, maybe not, because I'm like, damn, if I was on an island for 30 years with one man that's not my husband, would something go down?
Girl, why do you do these extremes?
So,
30 years, bitch.
For 30 years.
Bitch,
Now this is the thing.
30 days.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Ooh, child. So that guy,
That's so that guy.
So think of this is where I was really caught up in perception. And perception was way more important to me than reality. The perception was black love, power couple, relationship goals. We were dream team, on Instagram. But in real life, it was actually very toxic. And at the time, this is when I was in the top, I think 3% of a $9.8 billion company. And that man looked me dead in my face and said, Sarah, you'll never make it. The only way you would make it is if you married someone who made it.
Ooh.
And at that time, I'm like, but I'm successful. But also, it did feel like a competition all the time. It did feel like I almost had to fight for how dope of a partner I was. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
Was that the toxicity you're talking about? The competitiveness?
the competitiveness was super
That's
toxic.
crazy.
And his ego was so big. I will never forget. This lives like the most mortifying moment of my life, right? We were in Best Buy, okay? And then we're older. But do you guys remember like the Best Buy rooms where there were those big old TVs?
Yes.
And like they were hella expensive, like $10,000, $14,000.
Ridiculous.
Whatever.
Now you could get them for $245.
Exactly. Period. Yes. So we are freaking going into one of these rooms in Best Buy, and one of the helpers, like one of the workers, comes in the room, and she's like, "Hey, you guys need any help with anything?" And he was like, "No, we're just looking around," because we knew we weren't about to buy these TVs. Like we're literally just looking at it. And the girl said something along the lines of, "Yeah, because no one really buys these TVs." What he heard in his mind was,
You can't afford it.
You can't afford these TVs." So what he did at the time was he brought out his car key. And he's like, "What kind of car do you drive?" And she said something like a Toyota Corolla or like a Camry or something. And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Some people have Camry type lifestyles and other people have," and he showed his key, "this type of lifestyle." And when I tell you, I wish I could have disappeared. You know the meme
what
of
was
Homer
it?
Simpson going, "A Maserati girl."
Okay.
Not okay.
No, never. I don't care
I'm
if it's-
saying, okay, like, congratulations.
It's literally like, why?
He's
Like,
dead.
why? If you have to put yourself above others to feel good, like,
The
why?
girl at Best Buy.
The girl at Best Buy. And you know what? I hope that girl isn't haunted by that moment of just oozing of you're not good enough. Like,
I would have said, okay, so does that mean you're going to buy it? I mean, like, what does your lifestyle mean when you're not going to buy these TVs? I would have said that. Okay, it's like, great. I mean, great that you have an expensive car. Does that mean you will buy these TVs? Like, if he said no, then I'll stick with what I said. Right? Not many people would buy these TVs or whatever she just said.
imagine someone doing you like that publicly for what?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. If your man goes out of his way to talk down on you or make you feel like you're not good enough, that's you gotta leave him.
Yeah.
You got to go.
Girl, it was a wrap. It was literally that him telling me that statement, "You'll never make it. The only way you'd make it is if you married someone who made it," that was it. It wasn't the him being this super egotistical, whatever. And in a weird way, he did have some good things about him, honestly.
Yeah.
He did. He had his moments.
I mean,
He didn't have ED, but I don't know about what was really good about him.
What was the car ride home?
Quiet. I don't have nothing to say to you.
Was it because you were angry at him, or did you start to think inward, like, how the fuck did I get here?
I think I just felt embarrassed that I was a part of humiliating another human. And it made me feel so small. It made me feel like dirty almost. Like I'm the type of person where I tell strangers they're beautiful. I
But you be
compliment
lying
hair.
sometimes?
No, I don't. I'll be like,
You
"I love your eyelashes. Girl, I love your hair. I love that your hair is more blonde now." That's the truth. I don't say nothing that ain't true.
Oh, so when you don't give compliments though, if you don't mean them.
Yeah, no.
I'll just say like,
But I'm intentional about trying to find something I like. Like
that.
to strangers. I do it all the time. Like, and Brock, my husband, he
he's
makes
be like,
fun of me all
girl,
the
like
time.
them shoelaces. Thank you.
I had a guy I dated that told me once, "I used to think you were phony about like how you would small talk people." And he's like, "But I realized toward the end of our relationship," he said, "you really are someone that wants to know the Starbucks lady, like how her kids are." He's like, "At first I was just like, would she shut the fuck up?" And he's like, "But you love connecting with people in that way. And it has been my biggest turn off when people are nasty."
I hate
Yeah, no, that's not a good character.
Oh,
It's a character flaw.
Jump up, leave, had a great time, die. But and I noticed it especially when today, just like a small way I could see it. Nobody in my life really.
To tell the truth about her, even though this girl lies about me. Like, and I don't care.
With the bitch on the internet.
No. But I'm gonna say this. She is one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen in my life. Like, she is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, she is the ugliest human I have ever experienced. I didn't even know they made them like this. This is like, Jim Rohn says it. Jim Rohn says in your lifetime, you'll probably really only meet 10 truly terrible people.
Oh, I like that.
So once you get through your 10, if you're 35 and you've made it to 4, you got 6 more. If you're 20 and you're already at 8, you only got 2 more. Like, there's really only 10 truly terrible people that you run into in your life. She's one of my 10.
Oh, wow.
She is one of my 10.
How many do you think you've run into?
I think I'm only at one, to be honest.
No, girl, the ex. I'm sorry, you got to throw him.
I wouldn't
in
even
there.
put
I
him in
would
there.
say maybe a good 4 or 5 that are confusing me.
You wouldn't put the man that beat the shit out of you in your top 10. I swear to God, women are just honestly rocks for brains.
With how nasty they are. Like, just not even like, you know, when you get in an argument with someone, like, that doesn't count.
No.
To me, because that then there's an excuse for your anger, or maybe some anger is bringing a bad side of you. Just someone truly nasty. The one thing I will say, though, one of them was a very beautiful woman, and she was a model. I remember complaining about her to another friend of mine. And
you and your husband now, to wrap this up, you and your husband were friends. For how long before you said, you got to marry me to get this coochie?
That's why you can't trust friends. But you can't trust friends. I say that all the time. You know,
Oh, we
he
did
wasn't
have
in
this
my friend
conversation.
zone. He was my friend. I choose from my friends. Everybody I've ever dated it has been a friend.
And so your husband now can't. But your husband now can't have girls
Female
that are
friends. For what?
What about the women that were in his life before?
He don't have none.
Wait, all the women that were in his life before y'all
What
got
women
married.
are y'all talking about?
Wait, he had
But
to
you
cut
were a
everybody
friend.
off. You were.
I was a friend. I don't know any of his other friends.
Wait, and so
the ones,
now he doesn't have any female friends.
He has women that he's cool with, and I know who they are.
That counts.
No, it doesn't. I feel like people be putting too much on friend. Even for friend to me means you show up to this person, you talk to them often, you'll hang out with them one-on-one. Those are friends.
Did any of the women that he's cool with show up at the wedding?
Yeah. So that's a friend.
I wouldn't give that. I
They
feel
came to the
How many
wedding.
people came to your wedding, Sarah?
100.
Nah, that's
Right,
a
he
friend.
got friends. Look at you. You kind of living on a. That's a little delusional. If he was able to invite women, to your wedding,
yes,
those
that's
are
a
his
friend.
friends.
100 people?
Yeah,
that's small.
That's a small wedding.
You
That's
better
a
be
small
fucking-
wedding.
That's a very small wedding.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just saying, like, in the grand scheme of when people like do this big blowout thing of hundreds of people.
Unless he know 80, I might invite 25. But I don't know. I ain't gonna have a wedding.
But look, this is what I'll say. For Brock, I don't have to tell Brock anything because I can't tell him anything. He is truly a man's man. And I think because he is quiet in nature, like he's an observer, he's a little mysterious. He don't have a lot to say to y'all if he don't know y'all. He ain't gonna sit and kick it and chat with, he's not a big talker. That's not who he is.
I think she's going to talk about her man for the rest of the thing. It's okay. What do you guys think? Video's okay. A little bit to talk about, not like a whole lot. It's okay.
I was on a date with this guy the other week.
I'm trying to see if, maybe a few more videos. So. Okay.
Come on.
Let's end on this video. I wanted to react to this video. I thought this was an interesting video. Those women are trash. I agree. Those women were trash. I agree. All right. Let's check out this video. I think this one was an interesting video. It's a father and daughter video. So I want to check it out. Right? I think it'll be interesting. I think this might be an interesting TikTok. We'll end out on this TikTok video. So let's check this out.
Come on.
How to deal with a bully when it's your own daughter.
Come on. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. It don't matter. Come on. Let's go.
What did I even do?
It's okay.
Kensington had been suspended for a day.
It says 2 days, but we're counting today and then tomorrow.
Yeah. So what happened was,
You have meta glasses on? I mean, like, come on, this is like, are you kidding me? You have meta glasses on and you're recording with your phone. It's like kind of ridiculous.
over the last, honestly, since the beginning of the school year, we discussed this with Mom. Her behavior has been shoddy, but like when we say something to her, she'll adjust and she'll listen to us and then fall back in line. This semester, she's given. You ever seen that movie Mean Girls before with Lindsay Lohan, Regina George, that whole thing? That's what she's acting like. Walking around bullying people, calling them out their names, talking about their parents, talking about their clothes, their smell, just to get anything to provoke these kids. So today, there's a little Hispanic boy in her class. She kept getting in his face talking about something. That's why Trump this and something like that.
Whoa.
I would say, I don't know. I mean, if my daughter was bullying people, I think there's going to be a little bit of corporal punishment and some serious talking to. Buy a dog. For those other women, buy a dog and die alone. I agree. Definitely will have to talk to my daughter, like some serious talk. Because insane to have a child of yours bullying others.
Oh, nah. I know my child. I know up until this point you ain't said nothing that was a lie. I gotta do better. I'm trying to train her up the right way. This is kind of difficult. We still figuring it out. But now what the hell my baby say about Trump to a Hispanic? Like, I don't know nothing about that. But you can't put nothing past these little kids. Let's finish listening.
That's what the little boy told me. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, but he told her to get away from him. She's still in his ear, like blah 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 blah. So he took his hoodie and like kind of waved it at her, and he got her on the arm and the neck with it. Then when I addressed that situation, there was another boy. She was in his ear talking mess to him because she knows she can get him riled, like she can rile him up if she wants to. The boy told her to get out of my face. She's like, man, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. This is a report from the teacher. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. Do what you're gonna do. So he pushed her, like back up. You know what I'm saying? So two students put their hands on her today.
And that there was enough for me, right? And we as parents got to start taking a little bit more accountability and responsibility. Like me right now, I got to take full responsibility for this. I got to do more, right? Something got her acting crazy when she get out here to these schools. I got to take responsibility for her.
It's definitely, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it sounds bad, right? So I don't know. This is like conversations where you have to talk to your child because maybe your child, maybe with the wrong crowd. Okay. I've said this. I've seen this before too, where by herself, a girl or a child by themselves probably won't act a certain way, but around their friends, they will act a different way. Okay. They will act bold. They will be more bold. If they are, they will try to bully kids or whatever, right? Just to stand out in front of their friends. So maybe that's like, fine, fuck it. No more friends, right? None of those people are your friends anymore. If that's how you act around your friends, right? If your friends bring that type of person out from you, you're not with them anymore. No more, right? No more being around these kids if they can pull a type of personality out like this. No, you're done. These people aren't your friends anymore. I'm saying in certain cases, right? Now, if she's like that, if that's who she is and she's by herself and she's like that, there's got to be some talking to. It could be something, I don't know. Something, a household. I mean, like, if he's a single father, maybe because there's no mother around, right? I mean, it seems like he's a single father. So maybe there's no mother around. It's kind of making her act up. That could happen.
Her actions here as well. So I just have to give her a reminder that she represents more than just herself when she's coming to school. And the things that she's doing and how she's treating others, it's bigger than that. So I'll have a conversation with her, and this is till what?
She can come back Thursday.
All right. And after that conversation, I packed her little yellow butt up and took her over there with my mama. My mama always got that little special sauce, right? She know how to be mean to the kids. I get a little too soft a little bit with the girls, but I'm still.
And you know what? I think maybe it's that. Okay. I've said this before. I've said this countless times before. A father must instill fear and respect into these kids. A father, I think one of the most important thing a father can do is instill fear and respect into these kids. Kids must fear and respect authority so they won't do shit, right, that will get them in trouble, i.e. do criminal shit, i.e. bully people, i.e. I don't know, have fights, whatever, because you are scared, right, of getting in trouble, and you respect authority enough to not have to deal with them, right? So you won't do shit where you might have to deal with authority.
I know exactly what to do. I was just following the plan. Would you believe my mama took my baby down here to the police station? She was scared to go in there. She used to take us down there when we was kids. They take us in there, show us around, scare us a little bit. I don't know how it's gonna work with this generation. I know Kenzie walked in there, turned around, looked at me like, Daddy, you really gonna let her do this to me? And clearly I ain't doing enough. Now, why is it every time it's time?
Yes, fear and respect, male or female, it doesn't matter. Instill it into your child, right? Boys need to understand it. Girls need to understand it. You have to fear and respect authority. The authority of your parents, okay? Of your grandparents, of your elders in your family, of, teachers, principals, police officers. You have to fear and respect authority.
For the bully to talk up, right? Stating they claim they want to start getting silent. Now, no, speak up now. You so tough in school with the little Hispanic boy.
And tell her what y'all do to bullies. When people do bad things, they do get consequences, baby. You too nice. Okay? Well, I don't want babies to be scared of police. I was about to say, I don't want our babies to be scared of police now.
Now, you're right. We don't want our babies to be scared of police, but we're also trying to start practicing more.
Here's my thing, right? It's a healthy thing, right? You should be scared of police. This is a thing where I think you should be scared of the police in the sense that you should be scared of being punished by the police. You shouldn't be scared of asking police for help. Okay, I think we need to be distinguish that with our kids. If I talk to my kids about police, that's how I would go about it. You should be scared, right, of suffering consequences and punishments by the police, but you shouldn't be scared of seeking help from the police.
Gentle parenting, right? Any suggestions?
Exactly, not your friend. Not your friend. I'm a loved one. Yes.
On how you deal with a daughter that's a bully, leave it in the comments. Come on.
Yeah, well, it's got to be. It's not easy, right? It's not easy. God, thankful that I don't have to deal with that. But I mean, what would you guys think? What would you guys think? What would you do if you found out that your child is a bully? What would you do? Sometimes, I don't even hear much people who talk about it. Okay, I don't really hear parents talking about if they find out that their child was a bully. Usually it's a shitty parent, okay? Usually the parent themselves are like abusive or a bully themselves, and then the children become pretty much they model their parents. So, but in cases where if you're not, let's say, a terrible parent or a bully yourself, I rarely ever hear just parents who are good parents or trying parents actually talk about if they find out that their kids are bullies. So I would love to know what would you do if you found out that your child is a bully? What would you do? I mean, that's interesting. It's got to be a tough thing. It's got to be a tough thing. So, what do you guys think? All right, guys. That is it for tonight. Guys, I love you. Big bars. Thank you for the love, right? Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being, chatting with me, right? Thank you for checking it out. I love you, my brother. I love you. You're amazing. I missed you, right? I missed you. So glad to see you around, man. Glad to see you around. Captain Palsy was here, so thank you, my brother, for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I love you. I love you. So anyone else, if you check out the stream, if you like it, please check out my other videos. Please please subscribe if you haven't. Comment if you can. Check out my other videos, right? I love you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow, but we'll see. My children don't want me to hear nothing bad. Well, this is a thing where they fear and respect your authority, right? So same thing with my daughter. She knows that she has to, she has to, be right. Okay, she definitely knows. That's why it's a good girl, right? When we have good children, it's precious. It's got to be thankful. So it's an amazing thing. But yeah, guys, That's it for tonight. I love you. Big bars. I love you, my brother. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me, my brother. Guys, I love you. All right? Later, guys. See ya.